Hello.
Little audio.
Little audio. Trident Access Services. Smooth, Dan. Unlike our launch here, you're in and out of that garage door. There's no sound. No hiccups. It's because they came out and gave Dan the fall tune-up special, which you could do for $39.99 through Jeremy and the boys, the me boys at Trident Access Services. Your gates, your garage doors, Dan. What else?
Anything that accesses your house? Yeah. Well, but they could also insulate your garage. They could order garage doors with windows. We have windows in our garage. Sunlight
Nice.
is important. How about glass garage doors? Upgraded garage door openers. Upgrade those rollers and bearings. That's what we did. That's why you can't even tell when somebody comes over here anymore. They are great. They are veteran-owned. They are first responder-owned. And every DumbZone customer gets a 10% discount. So mention you heard about them on the DumbZone. And how do you get a hold of them, Jake?
TXTrident.com. Contact Jeremy, TXTrident.com, or 817-512-1212.
Hello, friends. It's game day. It's Cowboys stream day. We'll be heading out to Zoli's to pick up some pizzas after the show.
Oh, my.
Bring them back over here.
What a life.
Might eat a piece or two on the way back.
Boy.
If you would like to cater your Cowboy watching party tonight, Cane Rosso.
Your company
group.
Christmas party.
Yeah.
Whatever
Check
you
'em
got
out.
coming up this holiday season, which are right on top of us. Yeah, I was thinking today, I just got an email regarding some happenings this afternoon. So we've got the Cowboys stream tonight at like 7:20. We usually end the show around 2:30. If you just want to stay live, the Brandon Nimmo introductory press conference is at 3 o'clock.
Oh.
If you want to...
Little Mystery Science Theater, that.
Yeah. Or maybe go. Maybe send Trey or something and ask him his thought on...
Well, I just want Jared to give some tough questions.
You had about all that answer that you wanted, huh?
Still just a Hall of Fame moment from... I've never created anything like Tony Romo's is back doing corner of the season to Jerry Jones. Anywho.
Thursday show, it is Cowboy game day, but despite that, Brandon Aubrey will join us in less than a half hour, he says. Hopefully. I texted him and just was making sure he had the time zones correct, because I know if I was there, I would not. But it's a different time zone, right? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's a bit ridiculous. He travels a lot. He lives on these schedules. Certainly NFL players.
But he said,
Do
I'll
not use
be
time
with you
zo-
at noon. And
Right, but where I was going is just that there's been players this year that are like, I was in the wrong time zone.
okay.
Probably GP.
Have you watched the in-season Hard Knocks?
I have.
The Where's the Ocean discussion?
Yes, with Jackson Dart. It's a fun
Yeah,
one.
the
We'll
players
do
don't know where the ocean is.
We'll do a little Hard Knocks today.
Yeah, no. You want to get right into it or no? Actually, I just wanted to shout out to Dora. Went and got a Business Wednesday head shave after all the Business Wednesday business, to which there was a bit.
Sure.
But like to cap off the day with a nice head shave. She's wonderful at her job, the Grapevine Barbershop.
It looks
Main Street.
great.
Thanks. That's why I'm going hat-free. Very shiny. You're great. Very egg-like.
That's one way to put it.
But
See, Clayton will tell you the hat casts a shadow over the face that's doing no one any favors. You don't want a hat.
But still, you look great.
I'm an audio guy.
You look great.
An audio guy. Anyway, and Clayton's saying that to me so that I will keep this look, because he doesn't want the shadow. He doesn't like shadows, folks.
You shouldn't like them.
I am not. I'm worried more about comfort than appearance.
You have great eyes, and I just want the world to see them.
Okay. What were we talking about, though? Oh, okay. So then I left. I went down to Weinberger's, which I know you love, which I know we all love.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the guy mentioned TC's in here quite a bit. I'm like, really? You
No
don't even live
doubt.
over here.
Every time I'm in the area.
I was
an
there
attraction.
quite a bit. And it's the odd place. It's a deli in Grapevine that has a Pugs and Kelly sandwich. There's a sandwich named after Pugs and Kelly, and it's like printed on the menu. It's been there for decades.
Well, yes, because
Just the
that's
most
how far
confusing-
you'd have to go back to justify naming a sandwich after.
But why is
Pugs
it still
and Kelly.
there?
Well, what are they going to do?
They
It's-
rolled through town for like a couple of years.
No,
They're still thriving.
that's not right. They were around a lot longer than that. They were around before you got here. Like
At 97.1 when they went on vacation one holiday, Pugs at least was crawling back out from under the rock. I'm still here.
what do you mean? What are you saying?
He was doing fill-in.
Oh, at the Freak.
Oh, at the Freak. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we correspond with him.
Yeah. No, he seems like a good dude. I'd like to
Yeah.
get him on sometime. But
Despite the fact that you're trying to have his sandwich removed. But
I want that
I
sandwich
think this
named
is
after
very
us.
similar to the sign in your yard. If somebody dies or your profile photo, nobody wants to change it. Once you've done it, you just better hope it goes the way of Kobe's jersey retirement and nobody presses you on it, because otherwise, dude, they're going to find out that the sandwich got removed.
my eyes are
You want to
drawn
explain that to Kelly?
My eyes are drawn to it every time.
She'd be devastated.
So
It is funny that the other sandwiches, it's lots of famous people like Mark Cuban and
Yeah.
Pugs and Kelly.
I think John is the guy at Weinberger's. He asked me if Jake got me sick yet, so he appears to be a listener of some level.
And the answer is no.
And I went across the street after making my order, did a couple of phone calls, took a little walk, and then want to go back into get my order. Across the street is a funeral home, and they have a manger, and I was aghast because of all places, Grapevine has a woke manger,
What does that mean? They got
and I can't believe it.
Jesus.
Yeah, one of the guys there, one of the people in the traveling party is black.
Well, yeah.
Well,
And
no.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say actually everybody in the whole
then why not
manger?
make them
At
all
least
then?
one of 'em.
If you're going
Right.
for historical accuracy, then this makes even less sense.
Right, but this looked more like
I do think this is.
it was all white,
Yeah.
and somebody said, hey, we've got
Yeah.
a significant black population.
This is the DEI disciples. This is
And then I don't know what about the guy standing there with the big sombrero and the poncho. That seems wrong.
Yeah, I know. That is weird. Why does that lady have blue hair?
DEI disciples is a
And
really
the
good one.
nose ring.
Yeah. Why is Nanette there?
There's a
I think if you go to Nazareth now, it's not 100% black. It's
No.
It's a couple scattered in.
Yeah. Well,
I think it looks like that.
I think the average person, especially at least 2,000 years ago, looked a lot more like the black character there than the white ones. The white ones are like white. They didn't make them look,
so what?
like.
Well, it's a
As white as
statue
the
outside. It's been in the sun a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably what it is. I love. You probably don't see this much at generic funeral homes, but I do love the idea of companies having to curate like a Christmas scene that's not offensive. I just love that that's what most people do at work. Like, we have a meeting about this.
I remember Jubb always had a problem with the manger scene that had Santa bringing a present.
I should.
Like there's three wise
It's so
men.
good.
They're like laying on hay and everything, and
Right.
Santa kind of walks in. He's like, "Hey, a little something for the new baby."
Just continuity
Saw the star
errors
and knew how to get here, and
abound.
no word on Rudolph or anything. Yeah, but I shout out Dora because she's the greatest head shaver, hair cutter I've ever had. Says hello, and that's about it.
No moss.
And then at the end, it's like, "You gonna Zelle?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna Zelle again because they only take cash or they don't take credit cards, and
Yep.
so, and I return volley. That's my rest time. It's
Sure.
great, and she'll put that hot towel on your head. I'll just close my eyes.
Yeah.
I might even literally like not off
Come.
just a little bit.
Oh,
It's great.
sorry.
But
Another way, yeah.
other guys who get their hair cut, I've found at least yesterday, anecdotally, love to talk about it. I know how to do a fried turkey now.
Yeah.
And it's even more difficult when you're also making a ham on the side. But the guy on the left of me really handled it well because he told every detail went to the hair cutter next to me. She seemed to be into it, but I guess she's trying to get the tip. And then on my right, there was a guy who had a handlebar mustache, was getting it waxed up. And do you guys think that someone who has a handlebar mustache is an introvert and doesn't like to talk?
My guess is no.
Because I've known one guy with a handlebar mustache ever. It was my stepsister's dad.
Oh,
I thought
wow.
My stepdad, Clay Travis's father-in-law,
Father-in-law once had a handlebar. He was
had a handlebar mustache when he was married
was
to
a
my
lot?
mom. No, he was great,
but he talked a lot.
but he was a very
Yeah.
gregarious
I'm trying to
individual,
determine,
yeah.
and I forgot to do this follow-up on my own, but who was cutting this person's hair?
The owner was.
Okay. Then I was worried that because a buddy of mine was there when Dan was getting his hair cut. He's like, Dan's here. And then I'm talking to Dan afterward, and I'm like, hey, there was a buddy of mine there. He's like, well, one guy in here was kind of a beating. And I'm like, oh, I hope that wasn't my childhood friend.
No, the handlebar mustache guy wasn't the beating.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, I don't.
So
wanna
it was your childhood
I don't
friend.
want to learn that I
Yeah.
had a friend who was who's a big talker, but whatever.
Just hit the group text up and ask if they have a
But
fried
it's-
turkey recipe. You'll know.
But there's a reason that the barber shop exists as a setting culturally. And it's
Yeah,
that,
no.
some people love it. The difference is just listening to boring conversations as opposed to possibly more interesting ones.
I
don't
do
know.
enjoy listening to the
Like,
ladies.
imagine if there were no women there.
The ladies' bits. Oh, yeah.
And that's what I
Parents.
actually like. I like to lean all in one way or the other. I don't like hearing people talk at the haircut place at all. But the ladies, when they get going, especially, I think we can just say this now because we used to just not mention this. They would listen to one of the country stations that was housed at where the ticket was.
96.3, right?
99.5.
Oh,
Again,
wait. 96.3 was the ticket.
no. 96.7 is the ticket. 96.3 was Hawkeye, which is KSCS.
Okay, well, they love Hawkeye.
They love Hawkeye.
Who doesn't?
They loved KSCS. They did not like 99.5, and specifically, they did not like the afternoon host.
Oh, Jason?
yes. And,
Yeah, they hated him.
But in an
They
interesting
still hate him.
sort of
They hate listen to him.
big time. And so they would
Everything he says, they stop down talking so they can listen to the
And
break.
just shit
they-
on him.
Yeah, they're just like,
This guy thinks he's
"Oh, that
funny.
was stupid.
This guy thinks he's going to make the same
And he's
joke
only
again
on for 12 seconds
at a time.
an hour.
And yet
yeah.
still, the eye are drawn so high. And they'd be like, what's he like? I'm like, I don't really know,
Yeah.
honestly. But this is,
Couldn't pick him
they're
up.
like, don't tell him.
Oh, I'll be like, I saw him brushing his teeth in the bath. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That did happen.
Like he brought a toothbrush to work.
Multiple times, but then when we told them, they were like, "Yeah, we figured."
He
I was
sounds
like, what
like
does
the
that mean?
That would
Is it
brush
bad?
his teeth at work.
Oh, it was just funny. Yeah, they're a hoot. They're a hoot. I did a quick thing on Business Wednesday, which we put in the feed. It's about an hour conversation I had with some parents in my school district, the school district where we live. If you're into it, it's there. It's mostly them talking, not me. If you're worried about overloading yourself on douche
So who was it?
for a day, it's a
You
few-
and who?
4 other parents that I'd never met before.
Wow.
I just saw their name in the news and was because this is in the news every night now.
Uh-huh.
It's a mess. The superintendent resigned. Like
Grapevine?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
they're trying to close 2 schools, elementary schools there, and unsurprisingly,
Does this have to do with apartments and
yes,
It always does.
districting? Yeah.
yeah, like, and
Sure
I
the
don't.
poor
I
kids
did
don't-
it there because I don't want to beat you guys down with it too much, but basically it appears to be the downstream effect of, over the years, like when Trump was first on the scene, and then like 2018 to 2021. All these people started running for school board, these boring ass school board positions over like culture war issues, and they were funded by these, Christian conservative, or you could say Christian nationalist.
So it was like, I'm
funding
upset
groups.
that they're grooming the kids in
Yeah.
this way. We're going to groom them in the way
Well,
that they should be.
we're gonna do what our vision of what Western culture should be. But even if you just leave that aside for a second, that's what they were elected to do, and said that they were elected to do. But then they don't really seem to know how to run a school. Because they're not people who have any, or a district rather, who have any experience in this regard at all. The funny thing is the one lady who's the president of the school board, who seems to be a bit, they say inexperienced because they say she's never had a job before, which does appear to be true, like a full-time job.
Such a rich character.
Whereas like one of the ladies I'm talking to has 15, 20 years in construction and in maintenance and facilities and this sort of thing. So they know whenever something looks like bullshit. But the lady who's in charge of the board, the president who's never worked, they say a real job, is Chip Gaines' sister of Chip and Joanna.
Just
And
amazing.
I guess he kind of started, her career funding-wise. And so the people I'm talking to on this call, they're not like Free Luigi. Like, these people are largely probably still Republicans. But there's a lady on the call that said, back in 2018, 2020, I was like, we got to get porno out of the library. That sounds horrible. And she like worked to campaign for these candidates. And then after about 18 months was like, this is insane. This doesn't exist.
I'm starting
And
to
so
think
now
there was
she's-
never any porno in the
She's
library.
been campaigning on the other side for a couple years, and so they're trying to close these schools. It doesn't appear to be at least something they've thought through, and there's the whole element of they tried to kind of do it on the low. So in a lot of ways, it feels like the Luca trade, where they seem surprised by the pushback, like, oh shit, people are really up in arms about this, but. Like I said, that's mostly them talking.
That's on our Business Wednesday feed
Yes.
that you can get from subscribing.
I actually made that one free. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I had to do this one.
I know. I was just trying to get people to subscribe. And
Well, we have plenty of ways to
we
do
could-
that this month, Dan.
we could joke. Go to.
But there's none that benefit the North Texas Food Bank, are there?
Oh, my friend.
Well, anyone who subscribes this month, the North Texas Food Bank will get a donation.
Wow.
And, you could subscribe on Patreon or on YouTube even. We'll give a donation even if you just hit that subscribe button so we can get our YouTube numbers up a little bit.
That's
for
got to be
some
like a
reason.
meal.
Imps.
I bet the North Texas Food Bank gets a meal out of $1. Go hit subscribe. Meal.
And you can go to our webpage, which is dumbzone.com, and click on the Subathon tab. And you get all the information and links there.
You know what else you can do at our website, Dan, is look at all of our promo codes, of which we have many.
Yeah?
What
What are you going to lead us into because of that?
One of them, you're thinking, well, what do? They sell beer. They sell beer. They also sell merch, like that sick hoodie that Dan has on right now, talking Lone Star. And we've got a promo code for you to get 21% off merch at LoneStarBeer.com. DumbZone21. DumbZone21 will get you 21% off of your order. Gift giving time. Be the gift giver you know you can be with the holidays nigh upon us. People might not think to buy themselves Lone Star merch because they might not know it exists, but you probably have family members that would love. That hoodie is awesome. And I wouldn't know that existed if I hadn't been listening to the Dumb Zone.
There you go. Yeah. Did you already give the promo code?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do a couple of mails before we get Brandon Aubrey. A couple of viewer mails.
Yeah.
And then Brandon Aubrey, what he'll do.
TC, can I get slightly more in my ears?
Yes, you can.
A touch.
Is this you? Do I sound louder now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
But my
sorry, dog. I put my. We are not in our Game Day Men's Health studio, gameday.dumbzone.com. We are high atop my garage, where you can't hear the garage door open because of Trident. And I just set my giant water bottle on my dog, who is a very tiny dog, and he's got a bad
he's
back.
crushed. He's squashed.
Yeah.
Would you call him a koozie-sized dog?
I saw you tweeted this out, so I'll just mention it. It's Audrey. She's our marketing. What does she do? What do we call her?
I don't know. Marketing probably works. She does a graphic design for us. She's got a team of people that she works with. She's also just like really business smart. She's the person we are in.
Oh, I was going to say she's
cahoots
hot.
with. Oh,
And that's probably why a lot of people are voting for her, but she's trying to win some kind of a business. I don't know.
one fabulous woman
Fab
over
over
40
40
will win $40,000, a luxury spacation, and a magazine cover feature.
Fab over 40, yeah. So,
Magazine cover feature, you said.
And I'm sure that matters to her, but as well as I know her, I think she wants to get that cash for her business.
We'll put
That's
this
what
in the
it's
show
about.
notes if you want to vote for Audrey.
You
She's
can
all
vote
hot.
for free or vote per dollar if you want to donate money to Cancer is Bad. Boob kind.
Couple of quick Roseannes.
Oh.
John S. says he wants to submit Mike Elko.
Okay.
John, you're not the first. Elko has been mentioned, and it is clear as day.
You think?
Yes. I think there's a chance that Roseanne could play Mike Elko in a movie if they wanted to do like.
That would be a hell of a casting.
There was a time.
I would love to see the Mike Elko movie with Roseanne.
You got to think about like what they used to do with Whoopi Goldberg and that type of comedy.
They used to do anything with Whoopi Goldberg.
Throw the white Whoopi Goldberg Roseanne in this movie about college football and this magical run.
I just can't get over her picking the name Goldberg.
And Joel says, is Paul Dano the skinniest Roseanne candidate in history?
Wow.
Interesting.
Have you seen Paul Dano lately? There's a picture of him.
He's just getting fat.
Just looks
Puffy?
a little, maybe, drinky puffy type.
He's always had a very circular face.
Yeah, he's a candidate for sure. That's tough. Wow, that's tough.
Yeah, maybe he's just filling out as a man.
Man, I don't know. That does look puffy, but I feel like in Hollywood they make you do all sorts of weird stuff to your face that just makes your face look weirder.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It ain't like Paul Dano's auditioning to be Iron Man or whatever. I mean.
Yeah, he needs a weird look.
Yeah. I'm going to hit you with a couple of viewer mails that have audio. Frequent emailer Justin, I believe his listener number Playmaker, he sent me some audio from the UNT Rice game, or tipped me off to this audio. This is a new short word that I had not heard before.
Pushing the ball vertically down the field. These receivers have done a nice job getting on top. It's not just the receivers, too. Trey Williams, the third, showing off a little speed from the tight end spot. And then the run after the catch, the giddy up, the stiffies, all the above. Wyatt Young, Mr. Do-It-All, taking it to the house.
Stiffies.
Are we doing stiff arm as a stiffy?
The stiffies.
See, I had usually thought it meant erection.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, that's a good point, TC. And that's why some words don't become shortened words, you see? I mean, stiffy is already taken. That's also why I think what this announcer briefly tries for this new part of college football probably won't stick.
First and 10 here for Drew Mestamaker. Redshirt freshman quarterback made his first career start in the bowl game for UNT last season after Chandler Morris made his decision to enter the transportal.
Okay.
The transportal?
Come
No, I
on.
don't know.
Just finish it out, bud.
Like, nobody's going to think that's cool. Like, one guy shows up on campus like, hey, are we all hitting the transportal? Everyone's like, no, dude.
Whoa.
What would this guy say if I told him he liked country music?
Yeah, he's there hopping in the transportal.
Yeah, that's something that is not going to be good in this day and age.
No.
Or maybe it's great.
Got a bad bit from Kelly, who says it's a bad bit from the Tarrant County Commissioner. The Tarrant County Commissioner put out
many teams are
a
in the
newsletter. This is Elisa Simmons, who put out a newsletter
Oh, God.
around Thanksgiving and says if county government has been hard to swallow lately, ... try this recipe. Ingredients. Start with calm leadership. Mix in functioning services. Add honest budgeting.
It's like a recipe, I see.
Hold the drama. Remove inefficiencies. Season with integrity. Serve family style, because everyone deserves a seat at the table. And let it simmer, because good things take time.
Which means get off my ass. I told you the results would be 2 years from now. This is a masterful.
Warmly, Commissioner Elisa Simmons.
You love it. You love the italics on the PowerPoints that somebody clearly made, on the most basic editing program ever. You love the puns. You love all of it.
Hey, what can we put for the graphic? I got a picture of her holding eggs.
Holding eggs.
That'll work.
Also, has anybody ever in real life, when heard someone describing a recipe or reading it, have you ever seen hold? Has anybody ever actually hey, whoa, hold the...
But
There's not a list of things you don't put in.
Yeah. Let's see here. Which one do I want to do next? Oh, I want to put out a little PSA for Ghost Tour laughs. We're going to have some George Pickens audio later with some good Ghost Tour laughs. And a guy just emailed me and was like, hey, I was at a gun hunter safety course today. Tons of Ghost Tour laughs. So I'm just saying, be on the lookout for me.
Like roll?
When you walk into a situation
hold
like
your
that,
phone out?
Start rolling. I've got a Why Hillary Lost. This is Sanjay Gupta's spots on the ticket. He says it gives off, I wear mask in my car energy. Yeah. It's shocking to see it's really still kind of shocking to me to see a mask in general. Now, I was going to say in a car, but if I see one anywhere, I'm like, and it's not because I'm like, hey, pussy. It's because I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw
that.
one at the grocery store the other day. You don't see them very often. And I truly would have thought you'd see more in airports. Like, I thought that would have held a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was
It
like
should.
right away.
You're right.
Like, that's the one place that you could actually make a good argument. People coming from all over, whatever. You ever see 12 Monkeys? I mean, you never know what you could be breathing in, what unknown.
I avoided that movie during the pandemic for that very reason.
My favorite experience during the masking times was about a 12-hour stretch where at the end of the 12 hours was Jake screaming at a guy in Granbury, hey, we're all trying to get through this together. How about you wear your mask? And at the beginning of the 12 hours was Jake stumbling into the same grocery store or gas station, drunk, no mask, not even close.
There's no way that's true.
It's absolutely true.
You saw it?
There's
Just
some
working
details.
off that hangover
There's some details.
by taking it out on this guy. Hey, bud, where's the mask?
That's tough. That's a tough look. I had a lot to apologize for.
Speaking of subscribing and stuff,
Yes.
I don't even know how this works, but I got this email today that says this certain person, Gurduck, invited 5 of their friends, got your publication new subscribers, so we've automatically given them their second tier award, a 3-month comp. So apparently if you just... Everybody wins here. Except maybe the new subscribers that didn't really want our subscription.
Yeah, I'm confused by everything you just said.
Like apparently on Substack there's a way that you can try to get us new subscribers. I'm trying to get other people to do work for us.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just floating that out there. A lot of follow-up on Menage a Trois wine.
Yeah.
And the general consensus is, hey, you guys are idiots. That's nothing special. It's just a wine that has been around a long time. There was no hidden message. It was from a lady.
Yeah, it should be noted, we didn't write the email.
A lady who got divorced, and she said after the divorce, her neighbors sent her a nice little note and a bottle of Menage a Trois wine, and she never thought anything of it until she moved away and then wondered, were they trying to send her a little message? Which is a difficult, let's say it was not a little message, but then you said something to them like, hey, got your wine.
Yeah.
Maybe the 3 of us could drink it together. and then you invite them over, and you're all geared up and ready for it, but then they never
Open the door in
gross,
lingerie.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here for the gangbang?
But yeah, so I don't know.
Well-
I would imagine if you were a swinger who was into your neighbor wife, that perhaps you would keep making some overtures. But I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah,
That's not my game.
You'll see like people cheaters style stuff on like TikTok or Instagram where people do like it'll be like a home camera of like the lady coming over, the guy coming over, like, oh, I see your husband or wife's not home. It's like busted. But the guy who emailed us about that, I just wanted to shout out his pros because he lives in Napa, gave us a lot. He says boring details below, and then he gave a lot of them. And he said, that's a ton of unnecessary information. Sorry, I'm a dentist and very granular. Probably on the spectrum. Love you all. I'll do you the favor and go fuck myself.
Whoa.
I just thought that was...
He
And then
played
said,
it all out in his mind.
Ragonk, yeah. He's
Played
just
out the
really
whole.
He gets it.
touched home there.
That's nice.
That really made me laugh. Got a random remote. This one was sent to me twice. This is in
Random
there, like-
remote.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I've recently become taken with the overconfidence of tech companies in thinking that they needed a native button, like to a regular TV remote for their app that's surely about to overtake YouTube. I got one this week twice from Clayton Johnson, another guy. This one's great because it has Netflix, Amazon, and then Crackle, which did make a brief appearance, Voodoo, Xumo, XUMO, which was a Spectrum product, and then you know that somebody got to eat at a steakhouse over this. iHeartRadio, like, because America will be clamoring
This is what I've always used my TV for.
to stream
To listen to the
iHeartRadio.
radio.
Like the amount of money that changed hands to make that happen. And like, well, we got the remote partnership.
All the
So-
backslapping that went on.
Yep. Innovating. There you go.
That's awesome.
What do we know about guest?
We have Mr. Jones, but no Mr. Aubrey.
Okay, then I'm going to give a quick one for Blake here. Here's my viewer mail from Jake.
Blake joining us from Detroit.
I was thinking all day yesterday about, to me, what I think is the funniest thing Blake has ever said, which is we were talking about different Asian food, and he goes, "No, I don't like ramen, man. I don't like searching for my food." Or was it looking for?
What does that mean?
He's muted. I don't know. He started like mimicking, like having to dig into the bowl.
Yeah,
Cannot hear Blake.
He's up on here, so you might want to hit something on the computer.
Look at that mustache. All right, what do you got, Dan?
Well, I had a Blake thing too, but if he can't talk back. This was from Chris. He says, imagine my surprise the other day. I was in the car with my wife listening to another one of her mind-numbing podcasts. An episode of something called Smosh Reads Reddit Stories, when I heard a spot for one of their advertisers. He says, Smosh Reads Reddit Stories is a podcast of some guy reading other people's probably untrue or fake Reddit posts and then commenting on them with his co-host and a group of other overlappers in the background for flavor. Somehow this format has garnered them over 9 million YouTube subscribers and an average of 2 to 3 million views per video, but I digress. As I listened to this spot, I couldn't help but wonder if Blake has been holding out on you guys, somehow found even more work to do, despite his incredibly busy schedule. I've attached a clip and let you decide. So,
You really want to be better with your finances. You try to put money away in
Wow.
savings. You look for deals. You wrote out a budget once a long time ago. You still
You think this
overdraft
sounds
from
just
time
like
to
Blake?
time. and
This
you
is
still have
Brooklyn
debt.
Blake.
The truth is, managing money is not easy. But
Like, if he
Rocket
had a
Money
little
can
bit
help.
more-
Rocket Money shows you exactly what you're spending every month. From there, the app helps you make a budget that meets your financial goals. The app even gives you
all right.
They turned up the cool knob and the gay knob just a little bit. And they
Which is so weird, because with no offense, it felt like the gay knob was already so up, but there's a different flavor to it.
now we can hear Blake.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I caught the very end of it.
I was just saying good things.
Real-time alerts when you're about to go
I know.
over your budget so you don't spend too much.
That's incredible. That's as good as fake my AI Blake.
And
Can I clear up the pho comment?
Yeah.
So it's in like the meal is underwater. I don't want to have to find like the noodles or the meat or the carrots. Like, just don't hide it.
It's
Why
a
do they
great
do
point.
I've been laughing about
It's
him
a
sitting
great
down at a
point.
ramen restaurant and being like, what the F is
Well,
this
he did-
shit? I got to do a journey?
He did say he doesn't like soup. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just any soup. Now, chili is not soup because chili,
It's all right
the
there.
meat is on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
It's great. And I have one gummy thought from Matt Grimm.
We have Brandon.
Oh, we have Brandon? Well, then, we will save that gummy thought from Matt.
Grim will be okay with
Our
that.
man is kicking all them bombs with his foot down on the gas. Homie,
What's he gonna
kick
do
it
if
off
he's
the
not?
turf. Papa, kick it off the grass.
Kick your butt?
Community
Like to see him try.
mechanical, make old air blue, baby,
Actually wouldn't.
baby, buckle
Not on the
up.
month of Veterans Day.
Aubrey Show.
Now I go a month?
I mean,
Wait, Veterans Day isn't in December.
oh, damn. It's been a month.
Brandon Aubrey Show.
Brandon Aubrey joins us thanks to Community Mechanical, our HVAC company.
Hey guys.
Live
man?
from Detroit, same place Blake is. So we can bring
Yeah.
in Blake
Yeah,
as well.
Brandon's room looks a little nicer than mine.
Yeah, I actually got the suite. I think they made a mistake, so I'm living it up today.
No mistake.
It's that game-winning kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, normally Banger gets it, so he wasn't too happy when he walked into his normal looking room and then turned the corner and saw mine.
Oh, Banger
I
gets
thought this room of mine looks very Detroit, so I feel him.
Are you in the same hotel?
Yeah.
Have you guys run into each other yet?
Not this
I
time.
try to leave him alone.
Okay.
Good. Don't be
I
like
did-
Dan.
I did wonder, Brandon, if you were going to have, like, does your watch change time zones and you think you're coming on at noon, or how do you deal with the time zone when you're on the road?
No, we don't go east very often, but when we have these night games on the East Coast, it's nice because the early bus leaves at 4:30, so like we have so much time sitting around doing whatever we want to do. Just got out of meetings, the team meeting, kind of going over what we got to get done to get the game, the results we want. So I don't really have anything for changing time zones. I try to stay up a little bit later, wake up a little later, but that's not just because of the time zone. That's just because we got the late game.
Do you ever practice, like, at night, since you play at
No.
night?
Just when I had jury duty, that's the only time I'll practice at night.
Okay, I remember that, yeah. All right. Well, what do we want to get to with Brandon Aubrey? Oh, the plane was delayed. What was that deal?
In the air or on the ground?
I thought the plane might have been delayed on takeoff, no?
No,
Not that
it
I'm
was
aware.
it was in the air because we were coming in too fast for landing.
Yeah, we're catching up on the traffic in front of us. ATC said go around, so we were on 10, then all of a sudden we pushed the plane's throttle to take off go around speed, which is toga, and then you start climbing again, go around a lap in the pattern, and then just go through your descent to land again.
What does your wife do for work?
Yeah, he's your pilot.
Yeah, so I was actually that's what I'm thinking is if I knew as much as you did about relative to your teammates, aviation and being in the air, I would be walking around like hot shit. Like we're doing toga. I don't know if you guys this is just the toga. Like did people know that you know what's happening? Or like does the air staff know?
No. Trent and Brian probably and Blake probably the only ones on there that would know. But I just felt us start to pitch up or the power go up and we start to climb again. Like, oh, we're doing a go around. And then Trent just looked at me and went back to his game. And then I'm like, I thought it was exciting. I've never been in a go around before. And then the captain came on like 2 minutes later, apologizing, saying ATC. He put it on ATC, so I'm not sure who it's on.
So we probably have mentioned this to you before, but we used to go on trips with the Dallas Stars, and I remember one flight in particular. It was me, Dan, our friend Bob. I think Blake was there, and it was like a commercial airline would have never been up there. But the teams have the schedule to keep. Like, I was terrified. You know what I mean? Like, there's a different level between what the commercial and what the private will fly. Like, did you in college or with all the air travel you've had, have you ever had one where you're like, I don't think we should be up here?
Yeah. I've had a really bad one. There was a hurricane going into North Carolina. We had a game the next day. Our flight through American Airlines canceled, and then we're like, okay, well, we'll just go get a private flight. And it was a prop plane, and it only had enough seats for the players, the coaching staff, and a few other auxiliary staff. So we left some people behind. And that whole thing, we were going like, I felt like 90 degrees sideways half the time. Like, can we just cancel the game or move? Like, it's not that important. But yeah, we have had guys that were very, very sick and just most people freaking out. No one's talking, dead quiet, just rattling the whole way there. But we got there. The pilot got us there safe and sound. So I guess it was a good choice.
Man, it's intense.
So what was said in the meetings this morning? What do we need to do tonight?
We've got to play with violence and passion, which doesn't really apply to me. But the rest of the guys, they got to go get that done. Then we just do terp time, which is walk around the room and kind of dap up everyone.
Oh, he froze.
He froze.
Since we won, and just kind of get hyped up. And then Shoddy gave a speech.
Oh, he froze again.
Blake, you got to get off the Wi-Fi, dude. You're hogging the...
I'm on my hotspot.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry, you did freeze there a couple of times, but
terp time?
I'm very interested in that. Yeah, so you walk around and why is it called terp time? What are we talking about there?
So it was originally called Nash time. Steve Nash. Somebody did a study on.
God damn it! He keeps freezing,
and it's like the most interesting part too.
I know. You want to try to reconnect or something? Or
he's back now.
What would you guys say?
What do you think?
I know, but this is happening every 5 seconds.
Right.
Pretty unstable.
Go give him your hotspot.
Want me to join on my phone? Get off the Wi-Fi?
I don't know.
What
Yeah, let's
What
reconnect.
floor are you on? Maybe you can join on my hotspot.
I'm on the.
Let's reconnect. Let's do the cutoff and reconnect because I am very, very interested.
Yeah, so
that'll give us 30 seconds.
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash was a hell of a teaser.
Yeah.
Let's
how's he fit in?
Let's give community the website and things like that because they are bringing us this program here.
CommunityDFW.com is how you hit up Community Mechanical for all your HVAC needs, be that at your home or business. If you got a business situation, I saw they were out at Game Day Men's Health yesterday. Hit up Travis and the boys, CommunityDFW.com. They'll come out, do preventative maintenance for you. You do the preventative maintenance, you get a little bit of merch. And then if you end up replacing your HVAC system, you'll get a sit-in. But probably, I don't want to say probably, you might not have to do that. But somebody else may have told you have to do that. But when you call community, you might have what happened to you. It's what happened to Brandon Aubrey, which is that they told him this is something we can fix for very cheap. And now Brandon Aubrey is a community customer and possibly back on the show.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, Terp time, which turned into Steve Nash time.
Yeah, so Nash, it was originally called Steve Nash time. Somebody, I don't know who, did a study on the number of times he gave a handshake, high five, or butt tap throughout every game, and apparently he led the NBA in those categories. So we just have a thing each team meeting day before the game or day of game where we go around and dap each other up, just kind of feel in the love, give each other whatever energy you can. And then just happened that Terp was the guy on our team who does that most often on game day. So we changed the name from Nash time to Terp time.
I love it. I love it so much.
So seeing as how there was a change in the name, it feels like when you start to describe that, I'm thinking in my head, that is absolutely something Shoddy has instituted this year.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't before this year.
No.
Okay, but it's already morphed into something else.
Yeah. Yep.
That's incredible.
That's fantastic.
Do you like it? Well, you got to say you like it.
Yeah, I do. Just got to make sure to wash the hands when we're done.
It sounds like a peace be with you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that Notre
Yeah.
Dame?
Catholic Church.
Pretty close. A little more energy.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Not as much kneeling.
Have you? Go ahead, Blake.
Something else Shoddy reinstituted was the introductions for the starters, whether it be offense or defense. And I noticed against the Chiefs that you, Trent, and Banger were not in line giving high fives. Y'all were just kind of chilling on the side. So why don't you get in the line? Do some Terp time.
I don't know. Sometimes we're warming up during it. Sometimes we're not. So this time, the pregame, we were just a little bit quicker. So it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like me. I'm not that kind of rah-rah guy like I talked about. So just going to take the extra time to focus in on what I got to get done for myself.
Did you watch Hard Knocks yet?
I did. I watched the first episode. I like it when they focus on one team better. They can go further into like each storyline because it kind of just feels like bouncing all over the place, moving on real quick, and not really deep diving into anything.
Yeah, that's probably true. And I know Dan's criticism is it's changed a lot from the way it used to be. I don't know if you remember, but it used to be a lot. There was a lot more access. And I think probably at some point the league or somebody just.
Well, my big criticism is that it's been, what would you say? I guess sanitized. Yeah, it's just there's not as much bad stuff. I know there are bad things that happen behind the scenes, but they don't seem to focus on any of those, and I kind of want a little of the controversy.
Man, I still what year was the All or Nothing? 2019 maybe?
Cowboys?
Anthem year? That's still to me the best piece of like sports TV I think I've ever seen.
You really pulled the pants down on Hard Knocks because Jason Garrett had been on Hard Knocks so many times he'd never seen him curse.
And then in there he's just letting it go.
It's every word.
Was CD having cleats delivered? You can put the picture up if you want, Clayton, but I was very taken by CD having cleats delivered to him on a platter on Thanksgiving, like by a waiter. It was the swaggiest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. The guy, he pops it off like hors d'oeuvres.
Where?
Yeah.
Right when they're walking in. They're walking into the tunnel. He's got a guy waiting.
Yeah. I don't know who set that up or who that is, but yeah, props to him. That's creative. It's all a show. So he found a way to make some creative content, I guess, and it worked.
I'll do it for you.
It.
I'll do it for you next time. Yeah.
Got to keep the mustache.
Speaking of, when you do the My Cause, My Cleats thing, I know you have people who help with all that sort of stuff, but are you involved in the design of it at all?
I gave some very general guidelines. I just said, put the logo on there and make it blue, and then they could take it from there. So they did a good job. I really liked them this year. It was actually one of the training staff members on our team who did a bunch of our cleats. So me and Banger both had him do them. So he did a great job.
Did you bite the turkey leg?
No. I'm with Dan on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's washing his hands after Terp time. He's not.
That's what I was thinking when you said
raw
that.
on a turkey leg like
Oh, no.
I felt happy when you said that. Jerry Jones doesn't care, though.
Dude,
You want to live to 90.
Yeah, he got it a little bit early. By the time it made its way over to me, it was kind of picked dry. I'm like, I'm good.
Was it passed around more than what we saw on the video?
Oh, well, Jake's hand. No, it's not all on video. Just what you see. And I'm not sure. Did it make it on Hard Knocks yet?
It made it.
We saw it.
It made it briefly because there was this one quick audio clip I wanted to play for you guys as Dak was entering the locker room.
Good. Real good. Yeah, real good. You want to get them?
It's just three guys yelling turkey party.
Yeah.
It's Ferg. Somebody else, they're just turkey party. It's fun.
Yeah, that was a fun feeling winning on Thanksgiving over Super Bowl team that made Super Bowl. So it was a lot of fun, especially when your season feels like every game is kind of a must win. Keeping the season alive, keeping the drama alive, and finding ways to win football games.
So what'd you do after?
After we went down on the field, got my yearly picture. We're going to try and make this a yearly thing of Colton in the not called
the kettle.
What do you call it? The kettle. In the kettle.
Yo, that's great.
Listen,
what a great idea.
It's a great idea, but that's why you don't have to take these pictures that I have to take.
Yeah.
You have the kettle.
Yeah, you don't have to go to
the park.
Sears or whatever, yeah.
I got kicked out of the kettle. I hopped in there and was holding Colton. I was down low, so you couldn't see me holding him up. So it's just him. They weren't happy with me, and they're like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get fined. And at this point, we can do whatever we want with this thing. But when I got out of there, people started swarming it and me, and it's like, okay, that guess kind of makes sense. But maybe you should just make a perimeter.
Just some tips, some suggestions.
I love the bit of the picture. If you can get the same thing every year until they're 18 or something, that's a great bit.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to go back to the locker room thing because they never show video of when you don't win.
Yeah.
Is it like just dead?
It's not dead. Depends on the game. Like the Cardinals game, yeah, it was dead and people were disappointed, frustrated, dejected, just not a place you want to be with cameras. I mean, there are a few cameras in there, but yeah, just somber, not excited. It wouldn't, I guess maybe if you like staring at depressed people, just sit there and think about what they screwed up in the game, then that'd be good TV. But I don't think for most people that would be very good content.
That's why the Packer game had to be so weird. This is a huge game and you tie and you're like, okay, well.
What do we do? Are we sad? Are we happy?
That's a weird one. But like in Hard Knocks this week, Dan Quinn gives a speech after the Commanders blow the Bronco game. And I love him. I think like Brandon said, it depends on the game, but he gave the, we fought hard, whatever. This is a loss, but we're no longer lost. And I thought that was like one of the best coaching losing type speeches. Like, hey, we got something out of this type thing.
How aware are you of the point spread?
The point spread?
Yeah.
For tonight?
Well, no, any game, like the Green Bay loss or tie, we were like, oh my gosh, that feels like a win because it was like they were favored by 10 or whatever, right?
Yeah, it was earlier in the season, yeah.
But are you aware on the field that, man, Green Bay is favored by this much?
No. I mean, I'd maybe be aware at the point you guys pick the games, but other than that, no.
Okay, like throughout the week, that's not –
yeah.
Shoddy never brings that up as motivation, like, hey,
you're underdog.
Vegas has you as a double-digit underdog.
No.
Okay,
nope.
Well, you're an underdog tonight.
Yeah, going on the road and a tough place to play makes sense. And I don't know if it really – I mean, we're going to be confident either way after the last two performances we put out there. So just got to make it to the fourth quarter with a chance to win the game and then go find a way to win the game.
Is the game won in the first quarter?
No.
Is the game won in the second quarter?
No.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead,
exactly.
Billy.
So this weather's miserable to me, 21, and it's snowing, and it was snowing when we got off the plane. Were you having to play soccer in this?
Yeah, I played soccer in this. The season would wrap up right around this time. If you would be in the College Cup is what it's called in soccer. And I think the second round would have been last week. Third round would be your last round at home. Then I guess it depends on what seed you are. Yeah, you could have up to 4 games at home and then go to whatever neutral site it is for the Final Four. But yeah, we played.
You had to hate it.
I liked it better than playing in like 110. I could breathe, could move without feeling like I want to sit down after 5 minutes. But yeah, this is a little extreme. At least there's not a lot of wind. I've stayed inside since I've got here. I haven't left the hotel, so haven't experienced it outside of walking off the plane with our super thin travel suits. Like, we're not prepared for this with these travel suits. So thankfully, the game is in a dome.
Travel suit.
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now. It's just this little thin, like Lululemon. I guess it's not Lululemon. I shouldn't say that. Nike travel suit.
Team issue.
It's really thin.
Okay.
Yeah, team issue.
Oh, you wanted to play this, Jake.
Yeah, remind
Tony
me.
Romo audio.
Oh yeah, I thought this was really insightful stuff from Romo, but that's why they pay him the big
And it's
bucks.
about you, Brandon. So
So you may have other people as your profile has risen, try to come up with different unique nicknames for Brandon Aubrey. So here's one.
Aubrey, should we move on and go to the kickoff?
Mr. Automatic?
That's his new nickname. Here's Mr. Automatic.
So he probably wrote that the night before. Really kind of searched far and wide. But there we go, Mr. Automatic. You heard it here first.
You know which field goal that's on? Where he says we should just go to kickoff from.
I want to say it was in the third quarter, but what kick? It was in the Kansas City game.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah,
It may have been from the 8.
That would make sense. I just hope he's not saying it from anything outside of like an extra point range.
They all do.
I feel like
they're all like, "Oh, it's Brandon Aubrey from 58." Whatever. Just mark this down.
Yeah, it's good that you can't.
I feel bad.
It's good that you can't hear the broadcast because it is a
You've made the mistake. It's your fault because you came home with an A. Like your first test, you got an A+. Your second test, you got an A+. And then, this is the tale as old as time, right? The other sibling or something will come home with C's, and then if they once get a B, you're like, oh, great job. We give you a party. But yeah, if you get an A- now, you're yeah. So
I understand that. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we expect it now. Make every kick all the time, or else you have failed.
My best. That's all I can promise.
I had a question about that game. So Pickens had some problems on this one drive seeing the ball. The very early in the game, the sun was there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're right in, and Pickens actually is like, I lost the ball in the sun right there. Another tale as old as time with the Cowboys Stadium. When you ended up scoring. I don't remember if it was a touchdown or a field goal, but then you kick off. And I thought, Brandon's going to kick it right into that sunbeam. But you didn't. You kicked it on the other side of the field. Mm-hmm. What was the thought process there? Or was there ever a thought given to the sunbeam?
Yeah, there wasn't a thought given to the sun. We've got whatever keys we're looking at for where we're going to kick it on game day, whether it's just coach calls right, we go right no matter what, or if there's an alignment thing we're looking at, if it's a returner we're looking at, or if I just feel like I can't kick the ball right today. Whatever it is, we think about it, but the sun didn't cross into our mind. That might have been a good one. There was a game where I did ask to kick left because of the sun. I just didn't cross my mind this time. So, yeah, not a bad thought.
You guys talk about that on the sideline then? Like the whole special teams unit knows what's going on?
Yeah, we get into a huddle before kickoff, and we decide where we're going with the ball, or if we're not deciding where we're going with it, then we'll decide what our key is, and then go out and look at what the key is and decide from there where we're going.
What does that mean? What's our key?
Just like we're looking for a particular thing in their formation or a particular returner that we want to kick the ball to. If they put two returners back there and one is a all-pro caliber guy, we're going to kick away from him most likely.
So you're going to first look for that, and is that job? That is not your job, I would imagine.
Oh, it's my job. If you put Terp back there and somebody else, and I see, okay, there's Terp, I'm not going to kick it to Terp.
Okay, so it is okay. And are you making some kind of an audible call?
Sometimes no. I don't want to give too much away, but most of the time, no.
Okay.
They can't hear me. I'm like 30 yards away from them. And they're facing.
You had a kickoff from you had a kickoff from the 50, which you're a listener to this show, you're going to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
You made it right in the suite, and I was curious if that's what you were aiming at.
I was just aiming for over the cheerleaders this time. I didn't want any really injured in the making of the show, so I all right, this time I'm just going to blast it high. And, I guess if I hit it really high out of bounds, technically it has to go between the 25 and the goal line, just like with the uprights. If I were to actually, push it by a yard, if it's really high, the refs probably can't tell that went out at the 26. They'll probably just put it at the 25 anyways.
Nice.
That was the thought there.
All right, well, about 7 hours to go. What are you going to do?
We're having a watching party if you want to get a air.
Yeah, you want to call in during halftime? We'll accept your Zoom.
I got.
How was Posty?
Brian and Trent warm up. Posty was great. I didn't get a chance to see him. I saw it. I watched the show, but I didn't interact with him. But it was kind of hard to hear on the field. I think the acoustics on the field were really bad. Maybe the speakers were pointing towards the stands. So I couldn't really tell what was going on, so I gave up and just started kicking.
No, you can't hear in the press box either.
Oh,
I think
geez.
it's a bad stadium.
God, it's tough.
Well,
for both
I went to his
guys.
concert there when he got to set up all the way he wanted to, and it was fantastic. And I was in a nice spot for it and was able to hear absolutely everything. It sounded great.
Can you believe these jokers in Miami think they got any shot at the playoff after losing to Louisville and SMU?
I don't know anything about the college football. All I know is Notre Dame lost to Miami, and if they want to get in, wouldn't it kind of have Miami have to get in too? So I'm kind of pulling for them.
I think it's just going to be down to that spot. I don't think there's any room. I think it's us versus them. So we got to make the case against them, Brandon.
Yeah, well, definitely going to have better TV viewership with Notre Dame than Miami. So there we go.
Obviously.
Money.
Follow the money, Brandon.
Yes.
All right, thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you guys.
There
Our
he goes.
hero.
Brandon Aubrey in Detroit.
I wonder how often,
Where
I know
we-
you've asked him before, but just how often he's getting stopped by people. Like in a week. He could keep track of it for us and be like, this week there was 2.
You got stopped last week
Yeah, I got it. Pulled over.
by a state trooper. Yes. That reminds me
Me too.
about Flooring Direct DFW because the holidays are
The holidays are approaching.
They're fast as well, Dan.
are approaching. Yeah, they will get out. First of all, they'll come to your house and bring all the flooring samples and whatnot there. And then you want to spruce things up for the family visits and the dinners and the parties and the Christmas and whatnot. Flooring Direct right now offering up to 40% off on select installed flooring. They will also meet or beat any competitor's offer. They're local. They're good dudes. We trust them. I've known Dan Ratliff for decades. Great guy, local, DFW-based, DFW-owned, DFW-proud, Flooring Direct DFW.
FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ is the way you can contact them to get a free estimate today. Get them to bring the store to you. Flip that house. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ.
Let's call this, although we've already done, we didn't do sports. We'll call this sports. Joining us for sports is Blake Jones from Detroit.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Detroit, what?
Welcome, Blake. You look disheveled.
Quite.
Like Brandon really looked put together.
He looked more shoveled.
Yes, your hair is a mess. Your
bed's not made.
Looks like you did a walk of shame to get here.
You see that door right there? That is a conjoined door with the room of one Babe Loffenberg.
Oh, wow.
How do I know that? He does voice to text and he makes calls at 7:30 in the morning. How do I know what kind of music you listen to? He fucking blares it. So it's not been a great Wednesday and Thursday for me. So sorry.
They do always do alphabetical
J
by
and the
first
L
name, right?
right
or
there.
its last name?
Yeah, but that's right there.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Well, that really works us right into why we wanted to have you on for this particular segment. As well as picking games in about a half hour. Blake listened to Brad and Babe and the Thanksgiving broadcast, and we have some audio.
We do. If we're going to end with that, let me play one thing first.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Because I think Blake's is probably an ender before PP time. George Pickens, probably, my favorite Cowboy right now. If it's not him, it's Quinnen Williams. These guys just fall in our lap. They're fun. They talk funny. They say zany stuff. And George Pickens has got to be a top candidate for Ghost Laugh Inducer of the Year. Because when George Pickens starts talking, people start going,
They don't know what to do with him.
They don't know what to do with him. So that's what I'm saying is that some guys are just like, oh, we're going to make him think he's funny. With him, they're like nervous laughter. And so he's been being asked a lot about the slant route because it's basically been unguardable. They threw it a lot late last week. So there's some slant talk.
Randy Moss was on TV like, don't let him run the slant. Don't let him run the slant.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, can they stop you from running the slant if you want to run?
Nah, it's kind of inevitable. It's gonna happen regardless. Yeah, that's why I really can't really describe.
That's really not funny. And if you listen to this audio, George Pickens is not trying to be funny or even really cocky when he says it's inevitable. He's actually talking through the coverage in his mind. He's like, there really isn't one. It's inevitable. He's like, that wasn't funny. I don't understand.
If you want to run?
Nah, it's kind of inevitable. It's gonna happen regardless. Yeah, that's why I really can't really describe it. It's gonna kind of happen regardless. Because I done beat it against 2 man. I done beat it against man 3, 4. So it's a window thing.
Is it also because they have to respect the fact that you can take the goal ball?
Exactly. So like, that's why I was like, it's kind of inevitable. There's nothing they can do to win. It's kind of hard to describe because I got the goal ball, got the stop route, slant. Now they're kind of focused on the slant. I still got the go ball. You feel me? So it's a lot of stuff.
When you came here, you talked about one of the more refreshing things was to have a more expanded route tree. What's that been like, having that come to fruition and putting up the numbers you are with all that?
I thought that was a good question, by the way. Like remembering something from earlier.
Numbers you are with all that.
It's been great. I kind of, that's one of the things that I'm glad you talked about because that's one of the things that I remember me saying earlier in the year that if you see me with a more versatile route tree, then you can kind of see what I can do.
What about the sluggo coming?
The sluggo would be a nice setup.
Theoretically?
Yeah, theoretically.
Once he asks about the sluggo,
be our friend.
What about the sluggo coming?
The sluggo would be a nice setup.
Theoretically?
Yeah, theoretically.
So good.
Not even coming close to trying to make a joke.
No, theoretically.
Just living.
Yeah. Just filling in empty space with a guy you don't know how to talk to with nervous laughter.
And I said this a few weeks ago, so, whatever. But it just feels like we're doing some mission accomplished banners pulled up and just talking, well, why is everything better? And I just hate it in all sports when they do this kind of stuff. Just this year's so much different, isn't it, Coach McCarthy? I mean, they did that after, remember the first year when they lost to San Francisco, but then the next year, and man, things are different now. Things are so different. Explain why they're different and why we're all going to be just having fun in the Super Bowl this year.
That's a very good point, and that's why I tend to not care about that and only care about, do they got some dogs? I just want to count the dogs. And now to last year, there's more dogs. You know what I mean? All that other stuff I think it does have an impact on like the team's mentality, feet up, whatever. That can be a thing. But a lot of that's immediate creation. I just look at it and I'm like, damn, they got a lot of good players now. They got rid of some of the bad ones. They replaced them with good ones.
But, to your point, Dan, whenever you're second in the division, 2 spots out of the playoffs, how can you not hang the banner?
Yeah, it's still not likely. But, they got a good quarterback in that regard. Like
you said they were hanging the George Pickens banner the week that he was disciplined for being in Vegas and being out late. And
that's a real thing.
Now we're going to put out our, not OnlyFans, whatever it is, the Only Players Tribute article on why things are great and the Cowboys are great and I'm great. And
that's real. That's a good point.
Everything's perfect here. But, then
OnlyFans
they won.
OnlyFans channel with just Pickens highlight, I think I would subscribe.
That over the TC pleasuring himself?
Maybe just have both, a feed of both.
It's TC pleasuring himself to the very limited George Pickens route tree.
Yeah.
And you watch that.
Yeah.
All right, so we have to wake up Blake because he hasn't gotten a lot of sleep because he's next to a local comedian.
What does Babe listen to?
Every song sounds like that American Pie song. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know what you would call it.
They call it oldies.
Easy listening.
That's great. Where do you want to start here? I've got the audio in front of me.
American Pie song.
I've listened to it all. I love it.
Man, I don't know. I kind of like old Brad because he just hates this analytic world, and anytime somebody's going for it on fourth down, he's just so pissed off, and I put in the labeling how every time he was mad that they were going for it, they got it. So it just makes him look even worse.
Okay, so the Chiefs have a 4th and goal from the 2, right?
Yep, they're going for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you mean points play? It's nobody does that anymore.
Well, again, they kicked 5 field goals last week and won the football game. You know, just keep stacking them up.
It's not how we do it anymore,
I have no idea what Kansas City is going to run here, just so you know. No idea.
4th and goal at the 2.
It's kind of part of the point.
And you're saying so then they end up getting the touchdown. So he's upset. Why are we going for it here? But then they score a touchdown.
And, of course, he follows up with, well, I guess they were right there. My thinking is arcane and must be evaluated and updated.
No, play the next one.
Okay, Cowboys have a 4th and 4.
Excuse me, Mr. Laufenberg?
Yes, sir.
Is it not 4th down and 4 at midfield?
It is. Where's Anger? Where's Brian Anger? Where's
do we
the punter?
not punt under these circumstances, sir? Oh, Mr. Laufenberg! Mr. Laufenberg!
First thing they'll try to do is draw him offside. You know that, right? And then they'll maybe go to a play.
At the Chiefs 48, 4th and 4.
I got news for you.
And they're going to snap the ball. And the throw is to the left of Ferguson, and he caught it for a first down.
That would be whatever he just did is like me doing Chappelle white guy voice. Like, hey, excuse me, Tom, you're the nerd, dude. You sound like a nerd to be doing. Excuse me, Mr. Laufenberg.
What was he doing?
That's supposed to be a data nerd, but his normal voice sounds patronizing, like an annoying data nerd. So he tried to do the voice. But this drives me crazy.
Skip to 6.
I don't know. Okay, we can come back to this because I have a lot to say.
You want to go to 6? You said?
Yeah, this is his worst take.
This is where the yeah, the Cowboys had scored a touchdown, and they're leading by 5 now?
Yeah.
So what would you do?
Go for 2.
Schottenheimer's saying, no, get back out there. We're going for 2. Get back.
Why are they going for 2?
Because it's 2025.
Yeah, you are correct.
Let's put you up 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
7.
7.
Kind of a big number in football.
Okay, those first 2 we could be antagonistic about, but that's just insane. Like, what are we?
Everybody just going for 2 now, I guess.
It's willy-nilly out here. Oh, look at these pussies kicking a field goal down 2. What's their thought? Why don't they go for it? Well, they're down 2.
Why do they hate points?
I like condescending Brad.
Is there another kind?
I was going to say, I feel like that's...
Well, let's do the most important thing first. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And just for today, in the name of Mickey Mouse and grilled cheese, can we please just be grateful today? Can we put aside all of the nonsense and just be grateful for who we're with and what we have? Because we are up here, and we're grateful for you sharing it with us.
Doesn't sound grateful at all.
The most sanctimonious person or personality, just absolutely...
Sounds negative as hell.
Just talking down like, oh, God, please. If I have to do it, I will. Basically, Jesus. I will sacrifice. Good Lord.
Let's see. Got some Babe stuff that's pretty good. Oh, here's another Brad thing, though, that you guys turned me on to, that he does.
What negativity is he even talking about? What is he even saying?
I'd rather
play
not
the other
speculate.
condescending one, because Jake loves this.
Yeah, if you want negativity.
And they are missing a couple of safeties, though, right now.
Turpin lines up at running back, which I know thrills a lot of you. Now he moves into a slot on the left.
Yeah.
Looking at
He's talking to the haters.
Yeah.
Comments on...
Big time.
This is the one where they talk to the soundbite, and I didn't know this happens.
Right, they got to be able to run the ball. They've got a good running game. We know that. They've got a good running back in Javonte Williams. So they're going to have to just, keep it balanced.
All of that is why I asked Brian Schottenheimer, by the way, what's going on with your red zone performance?
This is one of those weeks where you have to do what you're doing well, and just a few calls I'd like.
Let me ask, though, was he the one that asked that question, or is he just put himself as the person asking every question?
It's very possible he asked the question, and that would actually...
Because I don't hear him a lot in those press conferences.
No, but he does a pregame interview, though, and maybe they cut that up. I'm going to try to call balls and strikes here and say that one doesn't make me as mad as because he said, I asked. Sometimes he'll just go...
hey, Brian Schott.
Yeah, he'll just, and I know that that's some people like that bit, but I don't. I think it's like, I know that guy's down on the field. This is a continuity error.
I hate that I asked because you're inserting yourself into it. Also, what Babe said did not remind him of red zone at all. Babe was like, well, yeah, you got to be balanced today and run the football. Yeah, you know what that reminds me of? Red zone offense.
It reminds me of
He
this
just
thing I've
really
got on
wanted to
my...
play it and was going to get it in there.
I got it on my cue sheet here, and it doesn't have a line through it.
Yeah.
So.
That reminds me of one-day doors and closets. Actually, I mean, you could. Josiah Rogers once had a dream when he was a boy. He actually worked with his father, who would replace many of the doors in a single home. But he would tell young Josiah, "We'll finish this up tomorrow."
And he would sadly look off into the sun as it set and thought, "It doesn't have to be this way."
Yeah, he'd lay in his bed, looking at the ceiling, thinking of equations like, how can we solve it? Well, somehow he did.
Yeah.
He solved the problem, and now you could get all the interior doors replaced in your home in just one day.
One day,
not be back tomorrow.
.com/promo30. He's made good on that promise to the universe, replacing your doors one day. All of them.
And then he'd see how the customer would say to the dad, "Can I get a discount on this? Can I get some kind of a deal? Maybe I could pay for one door and you gave me a couple." I mean,
and his dad would say, "Just not something I can do." And then Josiah, these many years later, he made good on that promise too. Because if you buy one door, you're going to get two. At onedaytexas.com/promo30. These are solid doors, folks. You can hang your hat on them. I don't know. onedaytexas.com/promo30. This is something maybe for the holidays. Give this as a gift to maybe the missus. Like, hey, we hadn't thought about doing that to the house. You did. onedaytexas.com/promo30.
So I was talking to Brian Schottenheimer the other day as well. And just wondering, how far ahead into the season do you look when you're preparing for games? And I wondered if he could somehow turn this back and ask me something.
I think that's important that you build into these guys that, hey, we're going to take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time. And why? Because your focus needs to be where your feet are.
Okay.
That's a bingo too.
Yep.
Be where your feet are is a bingo.
Why? Because your focus needs to be where your feet are.
Yeah, that's a big bingo. Elsewhere in the Brad and Babe, did you want to get to pop culture stuff? Because I know that's the good ender. Or do you?
Yeah, that's got to be the ender.
You have any other you want to work in?
There's a lot of Babe stuff.
Does Babe exercise?
And it was funny though, Brad. I talked about it in the pregame show, but I was at the gym working out. There's no sound on it. Yes, I do work out. I know you're looking at my body saying, wow, you work out?
No, trust me, I'm not looking at your body.
I am not a homo.
I'm not no gay.
No homo, bro.
Hey, bud.
Man, that's so funny. And that's a humble guy or a fake humble because Babe's in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
So you can mention you work out while also being like, nah, no, I don't look like it, while also being hot.
Yeah, he's a professional athlete.
But hell, all Brad wants you to know is that he ain't no bitch.
Professional athlete / comedian.
Isaiah Pacheco, he's their tough inside runner. And he's missed the last couple of games.
Yeah,
but he's back.
Missed the last 3 with a knee injury. And forgive me if I call him either Randy Pacheco, who is a account executive for our flagship station, The Fan, or the fight doctor.
Yes.
Freddie Pacheco.
Freddie Pacheco, yes.
He is Isaiah.
2nd and 1.
I've actually met someone with that last name before.
Right. How Romo is that?
Yeah.
I know a guy who works at the
I like
Fan.
number 4.
You do?
When you keep in mind they are broadcasting or calling a football game.
Yes, this is labeled. Is labeled. Is there a game going on?
Tackled by Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker, 22 to Kelsey.
I know Matt Eberflus, the Cowboys defensive coordinator, doesn't like it. The defense doesn't like it, but I just love watching Patrick Mahomes throw the football.
Me too.
It is so pretty.
But you know what? It's not just throw the football; it's play the position.
Well, he does everything, but that ball comes out. He and Matt Stafford are the two where, I mean, you just. I keep waiting, Matt Stafford. Somebody tell him, hey, you're old.
You're a quarterback. You're allowed to like that.
Okay, I get it.
First down.
I get it.
Mahomes back to throw.
I get
He's
it.
hit.
They're not really calling the game.
As he throws the ball down the middle and it falls incomplete, looking for Worthy, covered by Donovan Wilson, but whoever got in the Mahomes kitchen, they're really upset that play.
You know what's funny, Brad, about you were a quarterback, and I was 8 years and blah, 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 but I'm in Italy, right? This offseason.
Yes.
I just traveled over, went to Rome.
Thank you for that. Thank you for the gift you brought back.
Oh, you've got it. But they said, they Googled me. They found, you're a quarterback like Tom Brady. And I said, well,
I can't take this.
Yes,
Stop.
I sort of am, and I'm sort of not.
Well, yes, I am. They'll never know.
So, did he get him a gift, or is he complaining that he didn't get him?
I just want to know what's happening on the football field.
It's 2nd and 6, guys.
That's not what we're here for.
He took a trip to Italy. It's a big trip. He saved up for a while.
Guys, I have to pee really bad, so I'm just going to go.
You're going to miss this really good ender.
This is for you.
Yeah, just listen to a couple more.
Okay.
Just let go in the chair.
Couple more. We got 2 more minutes.
Okay.
This is good. You're going to like it.
I know.
Pop culture, Brad.
And Sam Williams has closed him down. Is it my imagination, or since he's getting fewer snaps, is Sam Williams playing better?
Never your imagination, Brad.
Well, some people say I have no imagination.
Was the Temptations just my imagination?
Just my imagination.
It's so funny because that play had a lot going on in it, too.
Just get right to the top 40, kids, fellow kids.
Pop culture, Brad,
7-year-old
2.
song.
And then got knocked down by Shamar James at the Kansas City 32.
This is good for fellow kids for sure.
Remember the old Garrett Morris Saturday Night Live? Baseball been very, very good to me.
What? Been very, very good.
I don't remember this.
I talked about the second quarter being the
Okay,
Cowboys.
you want to? Sorry, did I talk over his Garrett Morris imitating a Hispanic player, or Brad imitating Garrett Morris imitating
almost 50 years ago.
Been very, very
very, very good to me.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
I talked about the second quarter being the Cowboys' best scoring quarter, better than any other team in the league in any quarter. And the second quarter has been very, very good to them again. They've got 10 points. It is. The second quarter, they just come alive. They ever shorten a game down to 45 minutes and start in the second quarter, Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Incredible.
Baseball been very, very good to me.
I talked about this.
Okay. Jake would not wait until these last 2, so I will play this number 3, hoping that Jake can be quick enough to get to the ender. Okay?
Okay.
I didn't. Was the play clock running down? I did not see.
I'm not sure. Christy, was there an injury issue with Pickens?
Flournoy was not in the right spot. That's why they called the timeout. Pickens looks to be okay.
Okay. Because I would think down here, babe, you want Pickens in the game.
Oh, you want him on that wall.
You need him on that wall.
Yeah.
I don't have the time or the inclination.
And the timeout, if nothing else, allows them to get Pickens back in the game.
Hey, they saw a few good men also.
Why did they need to extend that?
Because they kind of try to one-up each other. If you note. Like, I believe Babe feels like he is the color commentator, so he brings color and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think Brad is the kind of guy to acquiesce the spotlight. And so
no one's going to out-funny.
They need to, that's the way I view it.
Yeah, like Coop and Brad Davis was always perfect. Because Brad Davis had no interest in trying to steal Coop's shine.
They know they're
just fill the gaps
or talk at all.
Some nights.
And so this is the last one. I guess it's pop culture, and it's Brad showing that he is the funny one in the end. I think.
Not going to be there, and he threw it right at the feet of Chris Jones, and there's a flag.
I mean, illegal man downfield, I believe, ineligible receiver.
Well, don't say there's an illegal man downfield because we'll have ice in here in just a second.
Well, hey,
they'll need a bus.
That's ineligible as well.
Yeah, let's say it that way.
That rules.
That's what I said.
That is absolutely awesome.
We have determined now that Brad is actually the funny one.
Yeah, that's
because that was actually
that's amazing. That's the funniest thing I've heard him ever do.
That is pure uncle humor.
It's funny, though.
Illegal man downfield, I believe, ineligible receiver.
Well, don't say there's an illegal man downfield because we'll have ice in here in just a second.
Well, hey.
They'll need a bus.
Yeah, and in that moment, Babe was like, damn, he is the guy.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow that?
That's so good.
All right, let's do picks in a few minutes. Maybe very few because Jake's ready to go.
The Dumb I'm bananas about our 5-star installation package with a lifetime installation warranty. Rick Renner for Flooring Direct, slowing down traffic in a yellow jacket. Hey, no Chuck in the truck with his tailgate warranty. You know when he drives away? There goes your warranty. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. We give you a lifetime installation warranty. It's transferable. Call now. We bring the store to you.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Quality Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because you don't, I mean, if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008, and all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
You know, all these places want your birthday to give you free stuff on your birthday. Space them out.
That's what are you gonna do? Eat 12 meals? The free meal? Even if they give you the whole month, that's a lot of pressure.
My birthday, May 15th to this place, June 15th. That place, July 15th. That place, August 15th. Because then I get one free thing a month.
I mean, I'm just in the dojo learning, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in awe.
Yeah.
I just got rear-ended. Should I call the insurance company?
It's always best to talk to us before dealing with the insurance company.
Okay, but I don't think I can afford a lawyer.
Don't worry. You don't pay us anything up front. No hidden fees, no surprises.
Oh, thank you. I feel so overwhelmed right now.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817, all threes.
Tried and access services, I had garage door bad. But after just one email wrote, could I call your dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Tried and access services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
Holy fucking shit! Sig! Nobody do the salute!
And he caught it at the 2.
Was that our special team?
At the
That
2.
was a
At the
fucking
2.
complete special teams play.
Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch.
Tyler Klutz is unstoppable.
Our main goal at Game Day Men's Health is to have each man feel his absolute best. You're not just a number. We care about each person. We want you to come in. We want you to optimize your testosterone. We want you to live your dream.
Anything?
See, the rings are a lot harder than people think. He's gonna be ripped and he doesn't have to like go through the contact of football.
Yeah, it totally makes sense, man. It's so great that you're showing me pictures of your family. This is all I ever wanted, you know? Over the years we've worked together, sometimes the work gets in the way, there's a little distance or a lot of distance, and now we're just here having chips, being friends, and enjoying each other's company, man.
Or brothers. Like it feels like we're brothers, or you're even like a father figure I never had. And actually, if you're cool with it, I'd love for you to be my grandpa.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that, man. Blake's grandpa, man. This is great. Everything's perfect
Feels
now.
right. Feels
yeah.
right.
Anything? What is this? The opening ceremony of the Butt Buddy Olympics or something?
Wait, what's he doing here?
Well, my dream is to make fun of your dream. And I couldn't have imagined to be this good.
Yeah, he's got a point.
What? He's got a point. Whose side are you on? Grandpa Jake. Blake's grandpa.
That was your dream. Now we're in his dream.
Game Day Men's Health. Live your dreams. Most of them.
Why should people watch DeeZ TV?
It's on. It's on. It's on every night.
It'll make you feel better about yourself.
Stock tips, medical advice, what to do when your wife goes to book club,
The meaning of life.
So I can keep my job?
DeeZ TV.
Weeknights at 9.
On More 27.
Deep. Thoughtful.
Meh.
You're familiar with Community Mechanical? That's my HVAC company. Travis was just over my house installing something. I just let him in because, you know, he's a great dude.
Yeah.
You've met him?
Yes.
Travis
awesome,
Gafford?
Awesome guy. Came up and fixed our AC unit, which we were told was completely totaled and needed to be replaced, and did it real quick and real cheap, and got in and out, took care of us, and got signed up for the monthly or the
preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance, yeah.
So the other company said it's going to be like 5 figures to replace this.
Yeah, we need a completely new unit, but there was something with the compressor that was like a $1,000 part, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But the expensive part, they said, was broken and completely totaled, and you might as well do a whole new system. They came over, Community Mechanical came over and said, no, that's not the case. It's the cheap part that's just barely broken, and they came and replaced it real quick. They both start with a C. I'm not very handy.
He's so good at this.
Yeah.
Capacitor and condenser.
What else do you need to hear?
I'm good on AC. I live in Florida and have gone through like probably 4 new units throughout my time there. Yeah.
What's their phone number? Oh, 469-667-7290. You could even text them, and they'll get right back to you. Like they got back to Brandon Aubrey, who is a proud whatever of Community Mechanical.
Probably customers.
Customer, user, yeah. I
customer.
couldn't get that word.
Subscriber.
The word customer begins with a C. All these other, I can't.
Capacitor, condenser.
There you go.
Condensate.
Are you doubting Brandon Aubrey right now?
I like the
That's
middle of
where
the
you wanna
field. I like the middle of the field.
I'm telling him. I'm going to call in. And I'm going to tell him that you doubted him.
Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah.
True.
Oh, man.
In the dumb zone.
pumping, no 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 pumping,
The Dumb Zone.
So we're in Washington, and and Michael says, "Hey, what time's the bus? Babe, what time's the bus?" You know, I said, "Michael, it leaves at 11."
Right.
And unlike the team bus that wasn't going to leave without you,
This one
is
will.
immediate. We don't need you. He said, "Oh no, that bus wasn't leaving without Michael." He said, "But this bus, that'll leave without Michael. I'll be there."
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Before we do picks, maybe we could plug Underdog Fantasy.
Sure.
It is a sponsor of ours.
It is, and we've got action tonight, Dan.
Yeah, Underdog Fantasy is where you can go, take tonight's game, and you could pick different players. You pit them against each other, and you pick whether they'll go higher or lower. I'm going to pick CeeDee Lamb higher on his yardage total, and Amon-Ra St. Brown lower. Well, I don't know if he actually has a yardage total because he's probably out for tonight. But you know what I mean. So pick two players, pit them against each other, but more than two players even, and you can actually win more money.
Yeah, speaking of more than two, I went Jahmyr Gibbs lower than 78.5 rush yards, coupled with CD higher than 6.5 catches and GP higher than 5.5 catches. You got me right there.
You like good things for the Cowboys.
$75
nothing but good things
to win $350 there with my Underdog picks. Just pick higher or lower. It's as simple as that. And of course, we've got to make sure we get this in, TC.
Oh,
you got to
plug her in.
I'm plugged in.
Okay.
All right. Underdog, higher or lower? Make some picks. I'm just playing. We'll do it. That's a little too fast. That's a little too fast, boy.
Download the app today. Sign up with promo code DUMBZONE to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code DUMBZONE Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgamblining.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
There you go.
There we go.
Let's follow along tonight. Make picks. Promo code DUMBZONE.
Yeah, and you can follow along while you watch our stream. Hey, speaking of stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for DeeZ Picks.
That's right. Joining us now, it is Cirque Du Sirois. They like to stream on YouTube.
Did someone say cool streams? We're here.
You know what these jokers did the other night on Cirque Du Sirois? They came up with some scheme where they could just do 8 hours of a show in one night so they just don't have to work again for another 8 days or whatever the case is. They just put it all in the can.
We're spent.
And
But
just
they
release
aired
it
it
over
all?
2 parts. No.
Oh.
They aired
No,
it
we
all
got
on Twitch.
We got a thing. We applied for it to be on the Twitch front page, like the actual world. Twitch.tv, everyone that goes to it, ours is one of 8 streams, like rotating right at the top. So we're like, but as part of that deal, you could only stream on Switch or on Twitch, and they gave us an 8-hour window. So we're like, well, why would we not do all 8 if we're going to be up there? And we didn't know how the numbers would come in and do what is that?
You're fine, Mike. You just have a guy who, despite working in radio for 50 years, doesn't understand how to smoothly create it.
Is that me?
No, Danny.
Oh. Well.
I
Your
thought it
voice
was cool.
Your voice was pixelated. It was funny. You sounded like Robot Mike.
I thought he was doing Popeye.
I'm trying my best.
By the way, you could have gotten Mikey just to read that Underdog disclaimer in normal voice.
Right. Midnight Nike instead of Mikey instead of noon Mikey.
And they had BetterBots too, which I didn't realize till they got there.
What if we, you'll be disclaimer guy on Monday if we have an Underdog spot. Because Monday, Sirois is filling in for Jake Kemp.
Heck yeah.
Are you aware of that, Mike?
Right.
Did you remember?
I do. I put it on my calendar. I am going to be there.
Oh, he's got a calendar now.
Oh, wow.
He's got a model for picking games. He's got a calendar.
I have a lot of models for picking games. It's plural.
Someday he'll open email.
What's her name?
Oh, passive aggressive.
Another shot.
That is passive aggressive. We're kind of doing that with our 12-hour subathon December 22nd because we're not going to work again.
Look at us. We'll do so much.
Couple of weeks, right?
To not have to do anything for a while.
A couple of weeks after that. But many people wouldn't have done that 12 hours before their 2-week vacation. They would have just been like, hey.
Sure.
We'll just bring in some other people to do dry dock. Didn't we do that last year? Didn't Danny, wasn't he involved in that?
KT.
Jasmine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why aren't we doing that again?
You try everything.
You probably because you looked at the stream numbers.
Boys.
Yo.
This thing is
Hi,
getting
guys.
thick.
Oh, you want to actually do picks?
This thing is getting thick.
I thought we said last week we had ended it prior to last week because, yes. Well, now the Sirois have taken an insurmountable lead.
God.
And we will acquiesce and bow down to our sports leaders.
Thank you.
The Dumb Zone is now in second place in a 2-team race. 2 games behind.
We have to keep it going at least one more week to see what Dan is capable of.
Can he go 1 for 29?
What can happen?
I was 0-10
Uh-huh.
2 weeks ago, and this week showed a marked improvement by going 1-9. And I felt so good because it all started. I had the Longhorns, and they, of course, covered since they won. And I was like, all right, here we go. 1-0. Let's roll. Or did it all start Thursday?
Yeah, you were 0-2 by the time the Horns
damn it.
kicked.
It sounds better though.
Sure, you were
this
rolling.
Story.
Only because you asked.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, I went 1-9 last week. Things are not going well for the good guys, but a lot of people have been persecuted in history. I mean, one
Aunt
man
Frank.
was
Like us all year.
was nailed to a cross for it. But if you guys want to just ridicule that, then go ahead.
I had a brutal week as well, and I just, I understand that I know my role on this team, and I know that these other guys they brought in are essentially roster filler. And so if we're no longer on top of the table, it falls on me to get us out of it. And fucking noted Joe Burrow. The Bengals are a real football team again, so stay away from betting on them for the rest of the year. Because
the Bengals?
Yes. Nobody's – I mean, they looked like the real Bengals again, and they're still going to be, dogs. They're getting 5.5 against Buffalo this week.
Why are you saying stay away from – shouldn't you say
I'm just
bet
saying it's
on
going to
them?
be funky. There's going to be some weird – because they thumped Baltimore.
Because Danny Bayless was all over that last week.
I know.
Went head-to-head
Smart
with
man.
you. That was – we could say that's really what lost us the lead.
And that's when you're a primetime player, what you have to accept is that I'm made for those
Yeah, and
moments.
as a primetime player, I'm kind of waiting on my apology for you shitting on me taking Ohio State.
I was not
Whenever
shitting
you're
on
ready,
you.
go ahead.
I was warning
The
you.
house of
and,
cards
And
coming
because
down.
I'm a good teammate, I'm happy that you were right about that. That was, unlike most Buckeye Wolverine games, a beatdown. We needed your help because the other guy in this triangle offense can't get off the mat. He's killing
Jake,
us.
To your defense, one of our team members, pretty much immediately after last week's picks, was sending me off-thread text messages, personal texts, telling me basically what an idiot that I was for picking the Bengals. You know that they do have the worst defense in the NFL, bro. I wish you'd have told me you were going to pick them. Like, okay. And look who's laughing now.
Bitch.
Jeez, Mikey.
No, it's not me.
No, it wasn't Mikey. It was the other guy.
Down there, Brady Bunch.
The guy in last place on your team?
Of course, he's got a lot to say, man.
Oh, my gosh. He's got so much advice.
Yeah.
They sound like the Eagles. They're still in first place.
I know.
But they're just dissension everywhere.
Yeah. The noise will get to him. As Wasn't Nick Sirianni, one of his dude? We have to talk more about that a little bit. Nick Sirianni on his desk in Hard Knocks, his nameplate where it would say like Coach Sirianni says, "Do epic shit."
Does it really?
You're going to say it said Nick S.S. Sirianni.
No.
Boy, the thing I noted.
But he had a quote where he was like, "Hey, I mean, it's windiest at the top. That's just what it's about when you're around here."
Oh God.
The thing I was amused in Hard Knocks that somebody had in front of them was Jerry when he's watching the game.
Put it up there. I took a picture of it.
Oh, you did?
We just hadn't had time to get to it, dude.
We didn't talk
It's a
about
two
this.
deep. He just
Yeah, he has the roster.
It's like they had Bono to the game or something. This is the Chiefs Cowboys.
The GM.
It's his team and another team that's pretty popular. I'd like to think he could go 25 deep on each team.
Without that in front of him, could he name all the starters on the Cowboys?
No.
It looks more like a catering menu.
He'd be mixing up Tyler's for sure.
I'll have the veal.
Biotish
parmesan,
is still
and a
here.
side salad.
That's
Loaded
insane.
nachos.
It's like us, so I could follow along the game.
Who gets more starters, Jerry or your wife?
Ooh, Jerry. But
Okay.
it's
Man.
not by much.
I'd put Megan up against Jerry and feel great about it.
You got to be able to get the defense.
All right, you want to do picks
Tommy.
actually? No, I'll do my Brad. Are we actually going to do picks today? All right, can we get around to some football, please? What if we do a quickie little throw a little love the way of Frankel and Frankel, personal injury attorneys first. Mike and Danny for sure are very familiar with the Frankels because I think they've actually broken bread with the Frankels.
Absolutely.
Is that true?
Good dudes. Yeah, good dudes and good at their job.
I'm in the
Frankel-
middle of a Frankel and Frankel representation right now.
Is that right?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, that's, I guess we don't wish that on you, but if indeed you need personal injury attorneys, then we do wish that you would grab Frankel and Frankel because they will get you what you deserve. They will fight the insurance companies for you, and they have a very easy phone number. It's 214, and then all threes.
Or 817, and then all threes.
That's right. Frankel and Frankel.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
That's right. They love movie drops.
Oh, you want him on that wall.
You need him on that wall. I don't have the time or the inclination.
So, yeah, which one was actually from the movie? Which one of those clips?
Is Gene Burkett.
Yeah, that's so yeah, call the Frankels. You'll get a partner on the line. You won't get some spare like Blake. Sorry, Blake. Although Blake would just be happy to not talk to you. The Frankels will be happy to talk to you. Personal injury attorneys. Let's get to the picks. The standings. So the Sirois lead us now by 2 games. They have 184 wins this year. We have 182. And the standings go as usual. Jake leads everyone with 70 wins. Mike Sirois is next with 64. Then Danny at 61. Blake, who is climbing at 60. Cash with 59. And 7 games back of that. Thanks to a 1-19 stretch.
Amazing.
It really is amazing, is me.
Mm-hmm.
I am
really funny.
Very, very last place. I am 2-10 picking Cowboy games. And the very worst thing of all is I'm 4-9 on triple plays.
Mm-hmm.
And that just destroys you.
Yeah, and I can confidently tell you, as much time as you guys are spending on this, nobody is spending more time on it than Dan.
I love it.
He's in the shed.
Oh, my gosh. And those triple plays, I mean, you guys know. You guys all were beneficiaries. Like, you all went 5-5, but you all hit your triples. So that's all you got. Hit that triple, man.
This is like
it's kind of
from
all
the
you gotta
maker of
do.
the Loser's Cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know how to play.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, I don't have to tell you guys. I'm yelling to myself. I'm looking in the mirror.
We should really shore up this bet payoff too. Let's spice it up a bit.
Oh, now he's like, hey.
Has ever heard of a
Some
Sibian?
ideas.
48 hours.
Where's the bed
Losers
of
have to
nails?
join the Marines.
Loser has to run a narco boat from Venezuela to
One shot narco boat. One whale. Be reasonable.
Can
All
you
right,
imagine
so-
Dan walking into a recruiting center?
What's the bit here?
Way to get
I
a
brought
job
my
or
pillow.
something?
Is there any way I could get accepted into our military? There's no way.
no,
Pete
they
Hegseth would look at me
Space
and be like,
Force, maybe.
pussy.
I think we're all too old.
Although I think I could do more pull-ups than Pete Hegseth. I saw him doing them.
Blake's Green Beret all the way.
Yeah, he looks it, dude. He's
Yes.
a straight operator.
All right, so we here on the show, we have to pick our triple play and the Cowboy game. The Cowboys are underdogs. They face the Lions tonight at Detroit. It's an Amazon game. Forgot to mention to Brandon that he's got to help you try to meet Kirk Herbstreit's dog.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I've got some boots on the ground here that do some work with Amazon. I think I'm going to make it happen.
Okay, we need a picture.
Nice.
You and your
Yeah.
Give it the Bentley.
your ill-fitting suit jacket and Peter Herbstreit. Okay, Jake, you go first.
Man, I'd love to triple play the Cowboys, but my confidence level is not as high as it's been in recent weeks. I'm going to take the Cowboys, but I don't know if you guys have, just brief sports topic here. The Lions are 0 for 7 on their last 7 fourth downs, and they're getting like hammered up there over this because this is how it works, right? Everybody knows that it's a large sample thing, but when you have 6, 7, 8 of them in a row, everybody's like, why the hell are we still going for it on fourth down? But they've had drops. They still have a pretty good percentage in those plays. They still go for it more than anyone else. I think the worm turns on that. I think it's a super close game. But I'm going to take I'm going to take the Cowboys. I just don't have the confidence to triple play it. I'd love to go back to the Tech well, and if somebody goes BYU, I could be open to a challenge, but they burned me once before. No, I'm going to go back to the Kingdom. I feel like the Chiefs in a must-win situation against the Texans. I think they're 3.5 favorites, saving their season. I'm going to take the Chiefs over the Texans in a pivotal moment. Chiefs covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 home games. This one feels like stealing money, boys.
3.5?
Really?
Triple play.
3.
What do we have it at on here?
You're not even looking?
3.5
Okay.
at home.
Wow.
Sunday Night Football. I will wait all day.
It just happened.
All right, Soroy, you're next.
Thank you. And
Mike
thanks for
Soroy,
having
I
us
should
on
say.
your show.
We have all these Soroys.
Thanks for being here. Tuesdays, Thursday nights at 8. Search Soroy.
Yeah. Models all over the place. But and I do struggle on this game, the Cowboys-Lions game, because the Lions are really good off losses, and they put up a lot of points off losses. But, Jake, I think you touched on something that it's been kind of itching, and I don't want to blame Dan Campbell, but has the Dan Campbell play calling thing like not working? Is that part 2 of the people up there? Because, 0 for 7 going for it on fourth in the last 3 games. And they just – I don't know. I don't know if it's long enough sample size to say, like, dude, you can't call the plays, but they've only beaten the Giants in Washington recently, like, as good wins.
You know what's tricky about, like, he took over play calling when things weren't necessarily bad, which seems cool because you're like, hey, we don't have to be performing poorly to clean things up and optimize a little bit. We're going to be proactive about this. Then the second things start to go south, even if it's just luck-related, small sample, right? You're like, shit. Yeah. I'm kind of boxed in here a little bit. And also just the fact that randomness has led to them winning like 30 games in the last 2 years, and there's some level of regression there that Dan Campbell's going to get blamed for.
I think not having Amon-Ra St. Brown is massive. I think he is like a whoopee for Jared Goff, and they're going to feed Jameson Williams and Tesla or whoever. But man, I'm taking the Cowboys +3. Cowboys also 5-1 against the spread this year as doggy dogs. So give me Cowboys +3. College triple. I was just staring at the tech well, and Jake walked right past it, and he just kept going. So I will gladly get my schooner and go fill it on up. Texas Tech minus 12.5 is my triple. I mean, they already kind of beat BYU's ass this year. And I think there's no reason they don't do it again. Give me Texas Tech. Get your guns up. 12.5 points, triple play.
It makes too much sense. Like, I'm going to sit there and watch the exact same game play out and be like, why did I not get in on this?
Danny Bailey.
And it started at 11.5, and then big money came in. It's already at 13.5, so I'll take 12.5.
Nice.
Danny?
I like listening to you guys, educated NFL men, analyze these games and, I don't know, tendencies and what they've done against the spread. And the reality, I could probably name 20 people in the NFL, and most of them are on the Cowboys. So I'm going to pick the Cowboys as well.
It's strategy.
Yeah.
For my triple, I want to do this just because I want to wait for Monday night for this to be the defining moment that everybody's going to be watching this game, and whether I win this triple or not is going to have massive repercussions. The Eagles right the ship, and they not only cover, they beat the snot out of the Chargers on the road.
Wow.
What is that?
3. Eagles by 3. Yeah.
They're favored by 3?
Yeah.
On the road?
East to west.
Wow.
But
Broken hand Herbert. Offhand, but who knows?
Yeah.
And then Cash will text me after this and tell me some weird stat about.
They're getting Omarion Hampton back, idiot.
I know. And then we'll be
Blake, you're
there chewing shit at the end of the week next week.
So I know Dan Campbell really likes to beat the Cowboys, and I'm sure he's got some stuff cooked up. I just don't know if he has the manpower to do it this time around. Smooth flight into Detroit. Everything has been flowing smoothly. Give me the Cowboys to cover those 3 points here in Detroit. For the triple, I didn't really know where to go with this, so let's go to one of the better teams in the NFC. Only down 7, visiting Atlanta. Give me the Seahawks -7 to cover that touchdown against Kirk Cousins' old ass.
That's a tasty pick right there, Blake. Or I think I'm supposed to tell you it's terrible because then it hits.
Yeah, I need the motivation. Tell me it sucks.
Atlanta's going to give up.
Well, the good guys hope so. Cash Saroy.
Hello.
I kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I really want to take the Lions. Kind of a must-win game for both teams, and it's even must-winner for Detroit.
Take
but then, I know. But then Jake said that thing about 0 for 7 on 4th down, so I'm just going to go Cowboys too. My triple, it was a real bummer when Lane Kiffin left his team high and dry just as they were about to make their run to the playoffs. He took that LSU money and left his team wondering why they were not good enough to be loved by him. And that was sad. But that's not the way everyone handles things. That's not the way Eric Morris handles things. He took the Oklahoma State job, sure, but he's staying with North Texas to the end of their season, and that is going to mean something. So I could see UNT winning easily. I could see UNT winning by double digits, but I definitely see UNT covering the 2.5 points against Tulane. So North Texas is my triple play of the week.
Hell yeah. Let's get it going Friday night. Never mind the fact that John Summerall also leaving his program at Tulane to go to another school but sticking around to coach just like Eric Morris.
Danny, are you fired up about this Mean Green season?
I'm sorry?
What was that?
I was just asking Danny if he's fired up about this Mean Green season. I know how much they've always meant to him.
I went there one semester and got kicked out because I was on interscholastic probation, Thomas, so I couldn't give a rat's.
I'm hearing yes.
You pulled a lot of wool up there, though.
What's your story there, Blake? Didn't you go there?
I took a brief swim through there, but
what does that
no
mean?
Degree or anything. I was probably there for 2 semesters. Did good in the classes I went to. I don't know. It just kind of flunked out.
that doesn't make sense. You didn't flunk out. You said you just did well.
He said he did well in the classes he went to.
Yeah, I did good in the RTVF, but like Spanish, like what the hell? Why? So, no.
He's not looking for his food.
No.
How did your parents take this? As you just decided
not well. Not well.
And then what are you gonna do forever? You're gonna be a board or a ticket engineer forever? Is that what they said to you? Or did you do that after?
I think that they were too disappointed to even talk to me at that point. So.
And look at you now.
I just figured I'd hitch my wagon to Dan McDowell and see where it took me.
Hey,
genius.
Well, here we are.
Speaking of.
All right.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Did you guys see anything?
Time to shine.
Is that it?
I think we need to do a table talk. Did you see anything I should fade there? I feel like I was kind of looking at UNT.
I could talk myself into Tulane for sure.
UNT has not played anyone this year.
No.
When they did, they gave up 63 points.
Game
Tulane
got out
ranked.
of
UNT not ranked.
UNT is what? Currently not ranked?
Yeah, and Tulane is ranked.
Tulane is definitely the better team, talent-wise.
Come on, Dan.
Come
on, Dan.
You hear that?
Come on, Dan.
Because I was thinking about the juice for Monday night, or tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes for a tasty game. But is that as much juice if every single person here is taking the Cowboys?
Triple the
Lions. That
Lions.
means you got to triple the Lions.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
I know, but then I'd be going against Jake, and I got to think like a team as well here.
Yeah.
You know, if I went against you guys as well. So
also, the game streams suck when you triple it and it's not going your way.
Or the game streams are great
because he's brutal. He's
one of those things.
Dying in the wind.
And also, I saw some wind hop in the sails of a certain NFL franchise because they had announced that Deshaun Watson has been cleared to begin practicing. And wow, wouldn't that just bring some real winning vibes to the room as the Browns are facing Tennessee at home.
Iron sharpens iron.
So I was thinking about that.
Is he really going to come back?
Well, I think, and the Browns put this on their social media. So what I have analyzed this as is, hey, you know what? Our doctors say you're cleared.
Yeah.
You better be in the building practicing and doing everything we say, or else maybe there's a clause in the contract that allows us to get out of this thing.
Sure.
So I know you're relaxing, but
don't relax too much.
Yeah. Relax by
God,
yourself.
I love all that. I love everything you're saying, Dan.
But there's no way I would I can back the Browns again.
You got to stop turning over.
Not after last week. But you know what? Let's get some juice, folks. Let's get some Friday night juice and just go right head-to-head against
Roll
Cirois.
Wave, baby. Hullabaloo, connect. Hullabaloo, connect.
I will triple play Tulane and make that a 6-game swing.
A bum fight.
And I'll take the Cowboys tonight.
Nice.
And I'll take the Cowboys tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
feeling
F
good.
You, Dan.
I love it.
All 6 of us took the Cowboys? That's not good.
No, and I think they're going to lose. So I tend to just stick to my guns.
Say words.
Friday night, Cash.
Dude.
Dan versus
I'm gonna
Cash.
just take your arm and just pin you down real good. It's real good.
Dan versus Cash. We'd like to see UNT fall on their face.
We will not see that.
All right, fellas.
Good times.
Do it
Thanks
again
for
next
having
week.
us on, guys.
Who's
All
the
right.
guest on the stream tonight?
Brick, right?
Brick and Ted
Rick's
Emmerich.
coming? Oh, shit.
A dynamic
Loaded.
duo.
Best friends forever.
Hell yeah. Rick's good for ratings.
That's what I've heard. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, see you, fellas.
Yeah.
Bye.
And Blake's
Blake.
leaving us too. Blake is in
See you, guys.
Detroit, ready to party. Let's get a run sheet together here and take a look at fairlease.org, a place that you could go buy a vehicle right now,
Not a
even though it's
place.
freezing.
Yeah, there you go. A
I
destination.
mean, it's an online place.
There you go.
It's just out. It's in the cloud. Like, where is it?
The uploading world of Fairlease.
It's in the future, and you're in the future as well. You could buy a vehicle right there on your phone. You get it delivered to you wherever you are. Jake has always said you should go to your mortal enemy's location so they could see a sweet ride being delivered right to you at fairlease.org.
Yeah, and if you get yourself a vehicle from Fairlease between now and the end of the year, we'll put a big red bow on it for you. That makes Fairlease different. But also, they're owned by the Credit Union of Texas. What that means is less middlemen involved here. You get a better rate. They're here to help the community and help you financially as part of that. At fairlease.org, click Request a Quote, and then on the How Did You Hear About Us page that pops up, select the Dumb Zone. That's at fairlease.org. Lots of positive reviews we've had from listeners upgrading their vehicle sitch, maybe a commercial sitch with Fairlease at fairlease.org.
Any other audio that you wanted to slip in? Oh, did you want to do some Hard Knocks before news?
I barely had anything. It was a very quick one. It was just...
Well, I thought at least just mentioning it and talking about it, I don't like it. The best part of the whole show was the promo piece that they put out.
Yep.
The Jameis Winston-Dak interaction. Like, the Open used to be inspiring and cool. What was the Open this time? Like, was it Sirianni driving in a car?
If it wasn't him driving in a car, it might have just been them on the practice field, but it was uninspiring.
And then all of a sudden, like, the theme hits, and it's like, wait, no, I'm supposed to have built into that.
Dude,
like,
the one, do you remember the Josh Allen one from last year or the year before? That was when I knew the show was dead.
Yeah.
It was like, they just asked him, like, how you doing? What'd you do?
He was, like, doing a photo shoot or something?
Yeah, and then the theme just starts. It was really weird.
The Sirianni, was it a really cool car?
Yeah, I don't know. You'd probably...
That could help.
Yeah.
I love cool cars.
It's not no, it's just not good. It's just, and I think the reason they switched to 4 teams is like, well, we can't really get any good stuff. So if we go to 4 teams, certainly that'll give us enough. Now, I do enjoy the last 10 or 15 minutes is game highlights, and we're on the sideline of each game. But we also can kind of get that information elsewhere. You know, now
sounds of the sideline.
Yeah, we get a little sounds of the sideline. I do like it, but you're also getting a very sanitized version of the sideline. So I don't know. I think it's cool because you're getting more access than you usually get, and it's the NFL, and everything with the NFL is kind of good to watch. But like, if this wasn't the Cowboys involved, I don't think I'd tune in again to see whatever they. In fact, I think I stopped watching the NFC North or AFC North last year.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Because it just doesn't have the juice. So.
No, I generally agree, but it's catnip for me. So.
But Jerry looking at a 2-deep is great.
Or CD getting his cleats delivered to him on a platter. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The sounds of the sideline clip I had, it's super short, but I just, anything Quinnen Williams says, I'm going to play it for you guys. And this is just him watching Javonte.
Punches through to the left.
Javonte know how to pick up.
He's a dog, bro. He's a dog. I played him when he was at Denver, bro. Oh, my goodness. He's going to hit your ass. Dog, he running so hard, bro.
He's just, he got a funny delivery to me. Oh, my God, bro.
Yeah.
I played him in there. Oh, my goodness. He does oh, my goodness a lot. And they go to him a lot on Sounds of the Sideline. Times are good. People are having fun. Give it 10 hours.
Let's keep having fun. Yeah. All right.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
All right. I'm going to follow up on a story we did a few days ago. There is no conclusion to it. Do you guys recall me telling you about something's off?
Are we on?
Yeah.
I think we're
Oh,
still
the
on.
thing just fell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
Sorry.
my headset was off.
The missing high school football coach.
It was like Tennessee or somewhere.
Yeah, he had actually devised a series of offensive plays that were so sought after that he went on the run. There were people trying to kill him because he was such a good football coach, and it was kind of a fugitive.
Was
no,
it
he
child porn?
it was child porn.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's so much worse.
We now know that he vanished without his essential items. This took place on November 20th, so we're like
What's
2 weeks in.
toothbrush?
Yeah, contact lenses. He left his car, keys, glasses, medication that he takes daily before he was last seen walking into the woods on November 20th.
Ooh, like an elephant.
And they say he had a gun.
I bet he killed himself.
Yeah, TC and I were talking about this the other day, and it's like, I assume that's the case, but I didn't think it would take this long to find somebody.
Was he dead?
We don't know. They haven't found him.
Oh, they haven't. I thought you were about
No.
to say they found him. All right.
No, he is. There's a U.S. Marshal reward now.
I was reading a Reddit post that said it's extremely difficult to find bodies. Like the forest starts to cover it up pretty quick, and that you could be standing right next to one and might not know.
That's probably true. I have no idea. I just assume, like, damn, you get a body out there, get some dogs, we'd find a dead body. But then
You
I
would think
started
the
thinking,
dogs would find it pretty quick.
unless a bear already did, though. Could have been eaten up.
Well, then maybe the police should get a bear.
They've warned he may be armed, urged caution before approaching him, but that's probably because he's just jacking off all the time.
I don't think you have to be cautious before approaching him. He's dead.
It was like a week ago, right?
It was November 20th.
Okay, yeah.
Now,
probably not alive.
And
plus cold front. When the cold front go through?
Yep.
Recently.
And without his contacts.
I'd like to think that no bullsh. I'd be dead.
Why would you walk into the woods to kill yourself, though? Why not just do it?
Clean up, maybe. Not as much of a mess.
Or like right on the side of the woods. Because he wants this. He wants this.
A pursuit. I did immediately go to Max Preps, and his team has won these 2 playoff games in his absence.
Oh.
The boys have carried
Rallying
on.
cry.
You never know.
Which has got to be, again, as I've said many times, I'd love to be a student there or a player there, but how do you frame, we're doing this for coach, well, you can't really do that.
We love our pedo coach.
Can you do or fight?
The coach that they knew, though.
Wasn't
right.
Rugneto during any of
Wasn't
that.
the guy I knew.
I doubt it.
Yeah. We don't know that yet, dude. I mean, I stopped doing the Salina stories, but there's another one every day. Another round of victims. Another lawsuit. Have you seen, Dan, the story about the Texas A&M student that died Friday night after the game in Austin?
Yeah, girl.
Female.
Yeah.
19-year-old student. When my wife told me about this story, she said she saw it on Instagram and that people were tagging who? Like, hey, look at this. You should be in on this. And
You should be in on this.
Yeah. This is a story you should know about. Young, hot woman, she is hot, in Texas died. I mean, to those who think 19-year-olds are desirable. Of course, I'm speaking of Tony Busby, who had to get right to the scene here. I don't know why you look surprised.
But why? What? He's more of a celebrity.
Right, but you remember how this used to go with what?
He's also
Gloria
Aggie.
Allred? Like, if there could
I'd pick him with any big celebrity. I didn't know.
I just pick him with big news story.
This would get to that level.
Like all the Deshaun Watson accusers weren't celebrities before they were Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson was the celebrity.
Yeah, and this
Diddy was the celebrity.
I guess I see what you're saying, but I just view him as there's something that's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it. It's time for the buzzball to enter the fray.
And A&M specific.
He's an Aggie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was some other, I don't think he goes to Tech to take up the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a
Thank God we got solid alibis.
It's a no doubt, dude. It's a very strange situation. The Austin police say that it might even be campus police that she fell from the 17th floor at an apartment, and their suggestion was that it was suicide. Now, there's no real evidence here of suicide. There were other people in the apartment, and the mom is saying the police are basically just shutting her out. She was trying to tell them, I have where her phone is. I can ping it. I know where it is. Now they say that they were at a tailgate that day and that she was kicked out because she was too effed up, which certainly happens. And that would have been before the game, so you'd like to think by like midnight, unless you keep going. But it doesn't seem to me like this is an open and shut thing here. There were 15 other people in this apartment when she committed suicide.
The suicide thing is a weird allegation. I wonder how they arrive at that, because I would think that accidental would make a lot
more sense.
But I wonder if they're saying suicide because there's something that makes it clear that it wasn't accidental.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not quite like the movie Bully that Jim Schutz wrote, but if a group of kids got together and are like, it was an accident, but I don't know that we're going to be able to explain that. Everyone here say suicide. But 14 people is a lot of people to lock down.
That's a lot of people.
So if it were 2, maybe you're like, you saw what I saw, right? Like, that was an accident, but we don't need to explain that. But I also think, and you don't know what's going on with anybody. I get that. That was forefront with the Marshawn Nealon thing. You kind of know. Like, if I showed up, if I committed suicide tomorrow, none of you guys would be like, I never saw that coming. You'd be like, well, he had a substance problem. He was in rehab. He had experienced some level of mental whatever. Like, I just think if you're a 19-year-old who lives on the internet, who's talking to all your friends all the time.
Saying it's always out there.
You're going to have somebody who's like, she had been feeling like this, or I saw her post that. I just don't know that. I don't, maybe you get drunk and want to commit suicide, but something doesn't add up, and the mom is not happy. The mom is not happy with the level of communication she's getting. And I don't know anything about this, but a lot of people are like, you're not going to get anything from that police department on this.
That's
There's
a really
lot of
weird
trust
time and place to commit suicide.
Yeah.
If I were the mom, I don't think that would add up to me at all.
Aggies lost.
They did lose, no doubt.
Still in the playoff, though. Sans that detail, I
She'd
could
want to see the
buy
playoff.
your logic.
Loss didn't, yeah.
Not suicide. Not in a dream season like this.
At rehab, there's a lady who had fallen out of the 3rd floor balcony, lived to tell the tale.
Like Omar.
From The Wire?
Yeah, he jumped out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Got a weird one out in Van Zant County. Sorry, Blake's not here, but this is like where, I don't know, southeast of here, like Canton. Maybe some first trade days, Dan. That probably didn't land. But in Clayton knows.
I remember first Monday trades days.
Okay. All of our moms would travel to this mythical place about an hour and a half away for seemingly just crafts, but it was like Mecca for white women. They would drive there, and they would do swaps. Yeah. And it was the first Monday of every month.
Boy, they love that. They love outlet stores.
Ooh, they love outlet stores.
When my mother-in-law comes in town, they always make a big plan to go to different – or even when we go on vacation, they find, like, the local outlet stores.
Yeah.
Like, what are they getting some – like, it's this secret – it's kind of like buying duty-free alcohol on the way back from
You always
Bahamas.
think you're getting one over, but there's
like,
no
oh my
way
gosh.
that the expenditure of time.
How much are you saving when you buy
You may be
rum?
losing.
None.
By the time you
Tequila from the Bahamas. And, yes, the beating of carrying it.
Shit, it broke in my bag. It's just
But it was duty-free. Like, what is the tax on it anyway? Couple dollars?
The store is just then raising the price by that much.
Yeah, no, like, oh, damn, I didn't know you got into wholesaling liquor. What do you care so much, nerd? You're buying 2 bottles. What are you trying to set up a fucking bootleg op? A man in Van Zant, he is a county commissioner. What do they do? Couldn't tell you. I know that's what Dwayne Wiley Price did, but John Wiley Price, excuse me, that was right.
It's like a city council person except for the county.
And in some places, I think this is like bigger than the cities. Obviously, like, geographically, but it has more power.
I mean, in Dallas, it's a bigger budget in the county than the city.
So this guy, Van Zant County Commissioner, was arrested yesterday morning. Felony. Official oppression and impersonating a public servant. So immediately piqued my interest. I'm like, what happened here?
Like he was doing a comedy routine as a public servant?
Oppression?
Oppression, meaning like, well, I'll just explain to you what happened and it'll make sense. This happened a few months ago, but there were people shooting guns on his property. So we might have like a Bob Knight type situation here where this guy had like some property and there's some people out here shooting guns on it. And he, I imagine armed himself, was like, hey, I'm the cops. Like ATF or something. It was like, get out, I'll arrest you. And if you do that and point a gun at somebody, you are now committing a felony.
You're oppressing.
And he definitely thought that I'm a county commissioner.
Kind of a cop.
I'm pretty much a cop. Like nobody's gonna follow up on this. And but you might have just been popping off at the handle, but that's a felony. That's a real ass charge.
Like in Texas, weren't you under the impression you're allowed to point guns at someone if they're on your property?
Yeah, maybe.
So why wouldn't he? I just think he should have done it without saying I'm a cop.
Right. He should have just been like, I'm Van Zant's own, bitch, Mitch Curtis, Commissioner Mitch Curtis to you.
Google me.
Yeah. But no. His conduct was unlawful. He intentionally denied or impeded the victim in the exercise or enjoyment of a right or privilege, namely firing guns on his private property. Anyways, that's a fun one. A man died falling off of a boat earlier this week in Irving.
Oh, no.
Well, you know about Vilbig Lake, Clayton? You ever go out, they stock that thing for you?
It's a private lake.
Private?
So they do stock it.
You know anyone?
I used to live down there. We try to sneak on and fish.
There's not too many details about this other than there was a guy out on the boat, a little man perhaps, no life jacket, falls in. Next thing they know, they got a body. Boats are dangerous, man. Kind of low key.
Counterpoint. No, they're not. They're a lot of fun.
No, but that's not a counter. That's it.
It is.
That's an and.
Yeah, fun things.
No, I'm saying
dangerous.
I'm saying they're not, comma, they're fun. It's 2 points.
Well,
and you're not even contesting the second one. That flows across.
No, of course not. Let's see. Is there anything else we certainly need to get to today? I mean, I told you guys a bit about the Grapevine Colleyville story earlier in the show today. The one part that I didn't tell you is that Dan's favorite mayor, perhaps the only mayor he knows who's not sports mayor, but a mayor who does love himself some him, Grapevine Mayor, the still alive William D. Tate, has swooped in and said, I'll cover whatever. I'll figure it out.
All right.
Wait, what do you mean?
So they have this deficit that they're like, well, all right, we got to close these 2 elementary schools where a lot of the apartment kids go. And
okay.
William D. Tate is like, I can figure out how to get you $1.2 million.
We're not closing them.
Put my name on there.
Because William D. Tate has spoken.
Now they have to say okay.
It's like, look, I got a road. Do you guys have a city councilman road?
The reporting I read last night. Now this was from Dallas Express, which is owned by Monty
Bennett, yeah,
who is a close friend of Chip Gaines's sister, who runs the school board. But in their reporting, I don't know that the mayor and the school board president get along all that well.
Yeah.
William D. Tate, dude, you know what this is. The guy's been mayor since Vietnam. And he's like, who the fuck are you coming in here? Now, they probably have some legitimate gripes and complaint about the way he does things, too. But this is very much like an old town.
So does that mean that they're not closing?
We don't know yet. He just made an announcement at a meeting last night.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Tuesday night, but was like, hey.
He's just pulling out that big old William D. Tate hog and laying it on the table and saying, yeah.
I'm good for it, and you all know it.
That's
William D. Tate stats.
He's just a guy who he wants what the people want. Like, we're not going to close these schools. I once heard this about him. Like, he said he will never allow paid parking on Main Street.
Amazing, yeah.
Because isn't that
everywhere you go
a huge beating? Wherever you go, you now have to download this city's parking app. And then we go through this thing, all just to get a little bit more money. But the Christmas capital of the world, or at least the Christmas capital of Texas, will not have that, and I love it. And he also said all he really wants is to be able to drive all the way down Northwest Highway, and can I just drive and hit every green light? Like, he wants it all to be timed correctly.
And it is.
Like, he wants just things that you want.
Yeah.
Like silly, you
Did you
don't
mention
want
the red light camera?
Well, that's Texas-wide now.
Okay.
But
it is now.
He
but
was
I
early
believe
on it.
He said there would never be, you would never get a ticket in the mail from a red light camera in Grapevine, as long as he's on the watch.
He's 81. I don't know if this official photo is old, but looks great.
It's a little bit old, but he's still doing his thing.
You guys should talk to him.
And then
I've met him.
Oh.
the last thing I have here for you, I don't aim to make a policy judgment here or opinion, but there's a lot of talk about these boat strikes that I was referencing earlier in picks. Like,
Yeah, I like the way the world is now, because now I feel like I'm an expert on this subject.
well,
Like 7 hours ago, didn't have one thought here or there, but everybody knows you can't double tap, bro.
Well, give yourself a little credit because the guy in charge, he only was about 2 hours ahead of you. It ain't like he grew up. But I did want to say, in reading about this and why it's bad, I'm not going to put this in why Hillary lost territory, but it's close. If you actually can make the, I guess, moral distinction in your head of us, the U.S., striking a boat with the intent to kill everyone on board, and then if like two of them are hanging on with their arms blown off, they then strike that boat again, and you're like, that's beyond the pale. A real violation of the sovereignty of these individuals. Like, the whole thing is murder. The whole thing is sacrificing people for political gain. But it just feels like the ultimate, like, centrist establishment view to be like, hey, single tap. We don't come on right back around and ruin these people's
So you're
these
saying, like,
lives.
stick with your initial argument that this whole thing, we shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah, and then once you get, like, pedantic about it, it feels like you don't actually care about what's happening.
Because
you care
now
about
you're
some
just-
level of decorum. That's
But
like,
you're
dude, this
trying
guy's
to-
body is smoldering. Like, I don't know that he's going to make it out of here and, like, make it to the retirement home.
It does seem like if you are a human person staring down the scope at someone who's clearly never going to harm anyone, like because they're
And I guess that's the argument.
half a carcass, and then you hit fire anyways. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to be in a position where someone was asking me to. It's pretty grisly stuff.
I agree. I just don't think – I think that applies to most people who wouldn't be able to do it for the first one.
Definitely.
You make a legitimate point, though, that it's like the threat is neutralized. So – but that presupposes that this boat was an actual threat to anybody, like via weaponry or something anyways. It was already just people on the boat. So, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Probably if they decide to kill you, they're not going to be like, but let's do this by the,
To Dan's point,
talking about.
I'm definitely not an expert. I don't know anything. I did hear a friend of mine talking in a very confident fashion in his point, which is like, and it all just made sense to me of like, if you're not at war, like if there's no aggression between the countries, you can't just go around killing other people's citizens. Like if they're not firing at you, if you're just flying by in a plane and shooting at them, there has to be some kind of we're in a conflict here. Okay.
I guess it goes. My thought overall, though, is more what Jake is saying in that, and it's also like a right talking point, I think. In a certain way, my point is that war crimes shouldn't exist. What's like? Oh, you can't use this way to kill someone.
Yeah, but that's in the
an
context of
inhumane
war.
way.
There's no war here.
No, and I'm now
it's just people
moving
driving
off
a
of this,
boat.
and I think a right talking point could be that hate crimes don't exist.
Right,
Because
all
murder is murder.
Sure.
Right, and if I murdered you because you're black, or if I murdered you because I was stealing something. Why should, because you're black, I should be penalized harder?
Yeah.
And I also think war crimes shouldn't exist in that, because I don't think war should exist. I feel like it's Stone Age type stuff. If now you settle a dispute by killing a bunch of people, it's all silly. So why should there even be a crime? If I do it with a drone, or if I do it with this gas,
Or when you were sleeping.
or whatever.
You know? That is,
The atomic bomb. Okay.
Right.
Well, they said not Dunkirk. What was it? The
Dresden.
Is it Dresden? The firebombing? Like it was actually worse. than the devastation of an atomic bomb.
Yeah, Tokyo too.
But again, then I'm just a guy who wants to go have sex with that tree.
All right, there's your news.
Did you see what that tree was wearing?
The Dumb Zone.
I had to check it for bark rings first.
Just to make sure.
45.
Just to make sure.
That was a good news.
That reminds me of Poncho because
Oh, dear.
they have outdoor type clothing.
Okay. Yeah, the best outdoor clothing.
PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone.
You need to get TC some ponchos. I feel like he's a ponchos guy. Just the relaxed. Hey, I'm outside.
They seem like wonderful clothes.
Got SPF 50 in the shirt. I know you're forgetting to put that stuff on.
You actually don't have to.
All right. Well, if you do,
Because it's in the shirt.
It's in the shirt.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
If you're looking for the perfect shirt, breathable, fits great, feels better, stands out in a good way. Hell, Blake wears the ponchos under his suit coat, but you could also wear them when you're out fishing.
Yeah, they got tons of great designs, cool colors.
All the fishing I do.
At ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. These are A+ shirts. If you're looking for something that's not like tight, also I'm sweaty. They don't really show the sweat because they got the wick away. Great shirts. Give them as a gift. ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone for $10 off and free shipping. There are 2 O's there. It's ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. Get yourself some top tier shirts.
All right, let's do some viewer mail birthdays.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Guys, I'm so excited about tonight. I'm so excited.
What's happening tonight?
Stream, bruh.
If those guys had picked Detroit, I would have triple played the Cowboys.
Yeah,
just to let you know how really committed I am.
But you did the right thing, though. You read the room.
Thanks, bro.
By the way, did you see Tyler Sagan's out for the year?
I did.
Good thing we don't care about hockey.
Yeah. We were like kicking around yesterday, like, man, what if we try to get a...
That's going to hurt their top line?
No way.
Certainly going to hurt a line somewhere.
Yeah.
Positive of that.
A bunch of viewer mail birthdays today. Good afternoon, Big Mac. I write you on Business Wednesday for an inaugural birthday shout-out. Last night at 1:30 a.m., my wife gave birth to our daughter. I've already tried to explain to my wife we don't want Blake very interested in her in 20 years. She doesn't understand why you don't want a hot daughter. Need a name rating from Jake. Kennedy Hayes.
Could be worse.
The last name isn't Hayes. The last name I'll read in a moment.
Is it Hayes?
Yeah.
It's a good name.
You want it to be Haze?
I don't think anybody involved here wants it to be Haze, especially if that's your concern.
Kennedy better have all the consonants.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
It'd be best if it ended in a Y, too.
Oh, yeah. No, it's spelled like a normal
This is
person.
a good name.
All right.
This is a good name.
That is from Dustin Keller.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there you go.
Happy I didn't know that.
That's right.
They just had a kid?
Yeah, which is great because I think...
Need him to do some work?
No, he was planning on coming to one of the streams, so I can't remember if it was like he couldn't come because he was having this kid, or now he's going to be able to. Maybe it was... I don't know. The point is, it's all good. To the Jim Henson of
I
the
liked
Meat
the
Puppet.
Instagram post to show full support.
Oh, you got to do that, right?
Yeah. If you see a kid on the Instagram post, got to like it.
Don't like these kids. No. Don't like kids. Not looking at kids. Not liking
totally
the pictures
separate.
of kids. Totally love them older.
Yeah, what you need is like a separate version of like on every social media platform that's just classified as definitely not trying to have sex.
Don't think the kid's cute or anything. I'm just liking the fact that you had a kid.
Oh, let me switch over here.
This is totally different than the likes that I give to the Michael Certain friends.
And it feels insane that those are in the same tab.
It is the same button.
You click my likes, and it's
but I mean an
all these
entirely
butts,
separate thing.
And then your kid at flag football.
To the Jim Henson of the Meat Puppet, today is my Jimmy Johnson of NASCAR birthday.
47?
Says here 48. Side note.
Way to know.
There's a fun little Kemp spin about Jimmy Johnson's mother-in-law that you might look into.
All right. Love a good mother-in-law story.
He says, I'm sending in my own
Patrick Reed.
birthday email as I need a friend like Cedric Benson needed a crossing guard.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's one way to say you're lonely.
My leaders are my spiritual overseer, Jake Kemp, and his chronicling of the musical heritage of Port Aransas. Blake's continuity of care close to home.
You got to say that whole word.
Yeah, that's a Blake ad.
And driving
care.
Sarah Hepela's big rig haulers to Suplex City.
Jeez, this is a great email. We got a poet on our hands.
Run the ball, punt on occasion from your end of the field, and trust no bitch from Jay Cranfill.
The great figure 4-pointer. Jimmy Johnson's in-laws murder Suey.
This is not good.
His wife's mom is, or I guess was suspected of killing herself and her husband.
Oh, the lady murder-suicide.
Just like Ghostbusters.
I can't wait to talk to my daughters.
Anything.
Yeah.
Bro.
You can do this too.
I have to tell you.
Throughout
Go ahead,
history, it's always the lady that gets killed.
Just also a grandson.
They killed the grandson too.
Ooh.
Was it Jimmy Johnson's kid?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I know that we're going to keep making fun of it. I was talking to my daughter last night, and movies are up there. She's like, "What? Yeah, this one's Ghostbusters." She sees it on the For You or something. She's like, "Oh, is that scary? How old is it? Whatever." And then she says, "Are any of the heroes ladies?" And I was like, "Well, they got like a lady in the firehouse. You remember the secretary?"
But Ghostbusters, great news.
And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "They actually made one that's all ladies." And she was like, "For real?" She was so excited, dude. She was like, "That's just like
proving representation is something."
And I know
this is your nightmare.
And then next thing I know, she thinks she's going to be able to do the quarterfinals of the Eastern Conference Finals as a ref. But it did rock me of like, damn, they actually care.
Someone that we know does some reffing mentioned that he thinks the reason lady refs are bad is just that many refs have been in the pipeline for like 20 years before they get to the big stage, and that at the big stage we're trying to right the wrongs of the past a little too quickly, and we put these people into these jobs where they might have only been in it 5 years or so, and they just haven't seen enough. Of course, this was a dude, so
that's why I did like the story of the MLB ump that the head of umpiring was like, I've never met a woman in my entire life that could come close to handling this job until I met this absolute fucking linebacker.
He did just comment
she was
on
all
her
big.
size.
Dear Dingleberry Dunker Dan,
he wasn't taking any shortcuts for her.
It is Tanner Cram's 27th birthday. Leaders are Blake and CK's technical prowess and Jake's ability to puke and carry on with his day. A classic 690 has been sent to the DeeZ Venmo in honor of his birthday. DF number 152. 1 + 5 + 2 = 8. Mamba forever. Dallas.
So true.
Nice.
So true.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, please wish my husband Travis Bremner a happy birthday. His birthday was Business Wednesday. We are a dual Dumb Zone and dual IJB subby household.
Damn, bless up.
We just got married 3 weeks ago. Had a fusion wedding. He's white. I am Indian. He wasn't woken up in that special way because, well, we are married now, so those days are long gone. Sending a little thank you to Venmo from Surbi. Surbhi. Surbhi. That is her name. How come every white guy has an Indian wife but me?
I know.
That's beautiful love.
No, the thing that bums me out is just
maybe Surbi has a sister, a friend.
I've never been
Hopefully
to an
an
Indian
older
wedding. It never came across my timeline, friend-wise, and I feel like I really missed out.
Have you ever been to a Jewish wedding?
Yeah, one of the best ones I've ever been to.
Step on the glass?
Our buddy Justin. Yeah, it was sick.
Can I say your reaction?
Justin in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. How offensive is it?
I didn't think it was that offensive, but then whenever I told the rest of the party what you'd said, you were like, whoa, that was just for you.
All right.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't.
Whenever they're up on the chairs, he's freaking out. What kind of Borat shit is this?
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, you see Italian people do that too, kind of, but it does feel, there is a feel of, yeah.
It's Eastern European.
It's villagey.
Yeah.
There's a villagey feel to it.
And finally, I have greetings, Dumb Zone. My name is Lindsay. I am a certified member of the Beehive. Blake is the best part of the show and the only reason to watch DeeZ TV on My 27.
Agreed.
I'd like to give a birthday shout-out to my husband, Richard, who turns 54 years old today. No, me and my 36-year-old body did not wake him up in that special way because I wanted to sleep.
Wow. She really has it all.
Also, our almost 3-year-old daughter woke us up at 6 a.m. and played in our room all morning. His leaders are Heart Attack Man and Get Money Boys from Houston, Texas. She attached a YouTube link. Maybe that's for Get Money Boys. And if we played that, that probably wouldn't be good.
Probably not. Unfortunately, they got a real stick up their butts about that sort of thing.
More Blake, less Beatles.
Dude.
Less Beatles, London, and Frasier slander.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought they
that's
just
you.
wanted less
Slander.
Beatles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that should be you. She does not like the slander about.
Is this
Frasier.
the couple we see often?
This is from Lindsay.
I can't remember the.
I don't think
female's
these
name.
are not
No,
the
no,
people
no.
at the fair.
Yeah, you're right. Seems like,
But we have
for the most part, if you have a 50s guy and a younger woman, they really hate me.
and they're all about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Blake.
Seems to be happening more and,
And
more
Blake,
often.
she's in the Beehive.
Me too.
All right, let's move on to this.
Game Day Men's Health presents
Game Day Men's
on
Health.
This day
GameDay.dumbzone.com.
You know, if you're in your 50s, it might not just be that you're in your 50s, the reason you feel bad. There might, sometimes you're like, oh man, I'm just an old. I guess I can't do anything about this. Well, go to Game Day Men's Health.
They'll help you figure it out. They'll start with a testosterone test, check your T levels, and then if that is the route you decide to go, you go in and get weekly shots. It's what I do, 10% off TRT for life, and it's, no pun intended, a game changer. A lot more energy. When I sleep better. Basically, life comes down to, are you beaten by doing the shit that you need to do? And I'm way less beaten doing the stuff I need to do because of Game Day. Very simple.
We have the technology now.
Why not?
You can
What are you
feel
doing?
better. What if you're like, I don't know if I should wear those glasses.
I don't know, dude. Could you come help me start my Model T?
We've invented something that works. Game
Yeah.
Day Men's Health will get you feeling right.
12 locations. Easy to find one. They're good folks.
You got to mention the Dumb Zone. If you don't, you're just an idiot.
You probably have brain fog.
Who I hate. So it's Thursday, December 4th. On this day in 1879, Major League owners approved a rule change to reduce the number of balls in a walk from 9.
Too many.
Shut up.
In 1878, it was 9 balls, and you take first base. But they reduced it to 8 for the following season.
Keep going.
I never in my life have heard this piece of information.
It's kind of funny. Then eventually they're like, that's perfect. Stop there.
Yeah.
Why? Why isn't it 5? Because they didn't stop at 5. Because they stopped at 4.
But maybe it's perfectly calibrated.
Perhaps.
Maybe
60
that's what
feet,
they
6
figured out.
inches, bro. Which is odd, because then even as bodies improve and speed improves across the board, all that, but 60 feet, 6 inches still works?
Or
think, should we be changing it?
So
they've been talking.
I don't know if this tracks the same as technological advancements, but I have a feeling that changes in the human body's performance and high-end output has also seen a quickening. It hasn't been linear. It's been since probably 90.
Since Game Day Men's Health.
There you go.
Got on
right?
the scene, yeah.
And a number of things you can do
Peptides.
legally. But I think that all happened so fast that had it happened along a more progressive timeline, like early in sports, there'd be a lot more rule changes. It used to, they would just change the rules as they went every couple of years because they're like, okay, well, this is all just slowly happening. But then all of a sudden, within a pretty quick period of time, people got a lot faster, a lot bigger, a lot stronger, and they don't really know how to handle it. You do rule changes here and there, but I remember Smart Football, one of the early football writers, Chris Brown, like writing for Wired or something, some tech magazine in 2010 about the future of sports. And he was like, they got to make the field bigger in football. It's a non-negotiable thing if you want to continue having this sport. Like, it's a cage now. Really just makes it awesome.
On this day in 1959, a monkey named Sam was launched into space. I don't know that it came back either. I think they
had
to see what happened. Maybe it came back.
Have you seen the SNL, Mulaney?
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta
that's
be
great.
one of the best things they've done in the last however long.
Kind of a short film.
Yeah, I think it's Beeple. Is that the name of the?
Recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the last 2 or 3 years. They're on the communication with the monkey as they're finding out it's going to be really hard to get him back.
Okay.
And he's got a little thing in front of him where he can hit buttons of Beepo said.
On this day in 1977, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ejected from a game, and that ended up keeping him under 10 points. So he did not score 10 points, but would go on then to set an NBA record of 787 games in double figures starting the next game.
Wow.
Which all ended on this day in 1987.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Symmetry.
As he was held to just 7 points.
And you think there's no God?
What? I didn't say that.
Exactly 10 years. He was held to under 10 points on the same day. On this day in 2016, a North Carolina man armed with an assault rifle.
What year?
2016.
Okay.
Oh, I know where he's going.
Okay.
Little pizza place, right?
Comet Ping Pong.
Vonks.
A Washington,
Comet
D.C.
Ping Pong.
pizzeria. He was attempting to investigate, which is how I've seen a lot of shows.
Right.
Investigative shows. I don't know that they walk in and just start firing.
Shooting.
They might ask a couple questions and.
You will show me that basement.
I do love the bit if you spoof Law and Order or something. How they just keep doing their stuff. Like if a cop came in to talk to you and was asking you about a murder. You're sitting right there talking to them.
Yeah.
But on Law and Order, they're still stocking the shelf. Like they're just too
Put
busy.
a crate of fish.
Yeah.
It was their coworker was brutally murdered and left outside.
These shelves aren't going to stock themselves,
right,
guys, all right? So if I could get back to the dock.
It's great.
Continue to work on a car.
And on this day, in 1976, famous wedding actress Elizabeth Taylor.
Can I do a game with TC real quick? Do you remember the owner of Comet Ping Pong's name?
No.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, hold on. I know it. Wait, it was Tim Taft.
Mr. James Elefantis. You remember how many times he had to say that?
How do you not remember the name of a restaurant owner? I thought that's your whole game.
That's right, yeah.
And one friend called more than the others.
Mr. Tim Taft of Super Salads.
What a great game show. So Elizabeth Taylor got married on this day for the 7th time.
Oh, good for her.
Did she hit double digits?
No, I don't think so. That's ridiculous. Other birthdays today, we have Skip Bayless is 74.
The Ticket.
Joe Thomas is 41.
Hall of Fame for sure.
Still not.
Absolutely. He is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's there. He's got a bust. He's
definitely the guy that makes me the most worried about what offensive linemen do to their bodies.
Yeah, he just looks like normal, like he's my size.
Yeah, dude. Those guys are not living healthy.
And he was like 320 pounds.
So if you bulked up, do you think you could set the edge?
I clearly could.
Yeah.
I just don't have the desire. Howard Isley is 53.
Was he Baby Jordan?
He was Maverick for 1 year. No. Harold Miner was Baby Jordan.
There you go. Sorry.
Frank Reich is 64.
He was,
Stanford.
I think, the second or was it third string?
The third
I think third.
Reich? That's what you're saying? Are you doing a bit there?
I don't know. I'm just taking shots, bud.
All right. I like it. My thought was he was fired from 2 jobs. But if he got hired again, then he could.
And see, I'm confused because I thought I just saw. Okay, Did they bring him in to be the interim head coach?
Yeah.
And they hired that guy from Washington?
What are you talking about, the guy from Washington?
The Commanders
yeah.
hired a Washington.
Tavita Pritchard.
Yeah. Who's a coach with the Commanders, so that was featured on Hard Knocks. Like their quarterback's coach, they bring him down, and DQ's like, we're losing one of our own because he's head coach. Andrew Luck has hired him.
Yeah. In like August, the previous guy that was at Cal Davis was harassing secretaries too hard.
What's the thing about Frank Reich then?
He's just been there this year as an interim.
Oh, he is coaching there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was harassing secretaries too hard in like August. The season's about to start, so they fire him, and they've got to figure out, they can't hire a new coach in August. So Andrew Luck says, I know a guy who coached, Frank Reich, my coach at
the Colts. That's wild.
We can get him in, and then, hey, here's another idea. How about my roommate from
So Frank
college?
Reich is just sitting around.
That's what I'm saying is so funny about the
63
story.
years old. He's like, gets a call.
Yeah.
Like, God, damn, okay, yeah.
You want to do a season at Stanford?
I got a couple million for you.
These are great. I don't know that they're all great stories, but I love it. Baylor did this with that one old guy. Like the 1 year after Art Briles got fired, they called some old guy.
Didn't
you're not going to be the coach for long.
Did Stoops go back and coach like one game?
Yeah, he did the bowl game.
Yes, after Lincoln Riley left.
Yeah, and he was. That's funny.
Whenever I interviewed Randy Choate, Jack McKeon had been brought in as like an 89-year-old or whatever.
I remember that.
So that was why I felt so emboldened to be able to do whatever in their clubhouse. Jack McKeon's not stopping me.
Fucking Pedro and what's his name? Him.
Oh, Don Zimmer. Jay-Z is 56.
Wow. Pound for pound, the GOAT. Not my favorite, but the GOAT.
Tyra Banks is 52.
Not your favorite.
Yeah, it's just, if you had to pick one, that's always what I think. If somebody says favorite, I think you get one left ever. And I always...
Just
Tyra Banks might be on my one.
2010 Jake.
Yeah, I know.
He would have said his favorite.
Jeff Bridges is 76. Marissa Tomei is 61.
What a lady.
I believe you can see her butthole in The Wrestler.
Definitely.
Chelsea Noble is 61. I always think she's Chelsea Handler, but she's not.
I don't know who this woman is.
Fred Armisen is 59.
Greatness.
Absolutely greatness. Portlandia, this calendar year, I have rolled through Portlandia.
No.
I can't recommend it enough. It's great.
Jim Grobe was the Baylor coach.
There you go.
They brought in out of nowhere.
Well, you're
Peggy from Mad Men has a Kemp spin about Fred Armisen.
Oh, no.
What?
Said he was not a great husband.
Oh, whatever. They all
said
say
he was
that.
not. The Scientologist says he was not a great husband.
They all say that.
Max Bayer Jr. is 86. He was Jethro on the Beverly Hillbillies, a TV show.
It's a good show.
Have you watched?
When I was a kid, big time. We were Nick at Night. Chappie was a big classics guy. Whether it was Nick at Night, we recorded a lot of them. But, dude, Beverly Hillbillies, is it Get Smart?
I was I
Smart.
Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of
and
Jeannie.
Bewitched era Nick at Night.
Big time. F Troop.
Those are good beats.
F Troop. Oh.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
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 Little Dick Van Dyke.
You could make her do anything. She had to.
And
Dragnet, another.
Probably one of the good, if we go back to The Dice Man Cometh, you know how we've been wanting to do that for 4 years now? Maybe more.
It's very good.
I think he had a genie bit. Like just how, Bewitched and Genie, the whole premise of the show is you've got this hot woman who can do anything, and you're bottling her up, like do not use your powers. We want to do things the right way. Like, who would be doing that? Right?
You want me to try to play it? It's
We
30
have it?
seconds. I don't know.
Sure.
Try TC?
Yeah.
What do we got?
I dream of Jeannie. Come on. Come on. The way she'd walk around in those sheer clothes, right? You look close enough, you could see Bush. Oh, you know it. They just gave her to the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything she wanted to do. Can I do something, master? No, Jeannie, don't do that. Don't do that. Give it to me for a day. Yeah. All right, Jeannie, you want to do something? All right. How about you make your tongue about 6 feet long and lick my balls from across the room? Think you could swing it, honey?
What an era.
All right.
Comedy never got better than that.
God, man.
It was a funny era that raised me. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, bro.
We're over here getting Portlandia.
I'm listening to Dice and Sam Kinison talking about the alphabet. And
what if he took nursery rhymes but put dirty words in them?
this is what I was all raised on, man.
Yeah, I know.
And you wonder why.
I've never wondered once.
Okay. And our Dumb Zone birthday of the day, Jason DeFord.
Frank,
you may know
Frank's
him as
son?
You may know him as Jelly Roll.
Oh, he'll be performing in the break room.
Is 41
at 11:30. If anybody would like to come down to the Cumulus Cafe and Conference area.
Man, I am sorry I missed that.
Dude, it was so funny.
It was before anybody had ever heard of Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I'd seen the name in the news, but I mean, as evidenced by the fact he was still just coming up to I-93 on like a Tuesday.
I've still never heard a song.
Like it was like the who's the little guy that was in my production room? He did a Super Bowl halftime once. God damn it!
Usher?
Somebody,
No.
somebody
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, didn't somebody imitate him? I'm mixing up stories with
He was there.
No. I meant there was like a woman in.
Yeah, there was
Talk.
a
Oh,
Yeah.
A lady in Keller gave
hoodwinked.
$10,000.
Oh, Bruno Mars needs $10,000.
Mars.
Here, let me.
I'm on tour, babe.
I got to get my band out of jail.
Anyway, yes, he
That's
was
how bad
once
you
in the
wanna get at
production
it
room,
in
and
our
I
age.
didn't have time to do the open because Bruno Mars was in there. I'm like, who is this guy?
Is this waif?
And like 10 years later, or 15 maybe, he's halftime of the Super Bowl.
He's a talented guy, hell of an entertainer.
Born on this day, now dead, Generalissimo Francisco Franco.
Norm.
You know, I had the same kind of situation. I can't remember which. Was it like Tracy Morgan? Not Morgan. Tracy Lawrence is a country person?
Yeah.
Is that a famous person?
It
I think
could
so.
be.
Yeah, that sounds right. One that I grew up with once.
Something like that. Somebody like, or Lori Morgan, is that who Troy dated?
Yeah.
They were like at the McConnellsville County Fair when I worked in Southern Ohio, and then like 3 years later, I see they're big. But you got to do stuff. These people don't come out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, what do you? Yeah, exactly. You got to grind, unless you're Post Malone.
Dead on this day, still dead.
Got to show up as an industry plant.
I have Roger Bresnahan. He died on this day in 1944. He was the first Major League Baseball player to wear a batting helmet.
Pussy.
God, man. You know, that guy was... I bet even the ladies, like the roadies, were making fun of him. Don't sleep with Roger. See that goofy thing he was wearing on his head?
Is that how the giant football helmet is going to come to be regarded? I hate it so much when I see it, but is this going to be a normal part of our lives?
I just can't. I can't see it.
It's interesting. But, yes, think of when they first wore a batting helmet. If there's only one guy doing it, you're like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hockey.
You already get a hat. What's the deal?
Just get out of the way. And I'll never forget this day in 2007, dead on this day, at the age of 34, Pimp C.
That's right.
And
I was
that's
listening
what
to a
happened
Pimp C interview just the
on
other
this
day.
day in history.
It's a classic Pimp C interview. He's on the radio in Atlanta, Dan, and he's at the time beefing with I think Young Jeezy, who's from Atlanta. And Young Jeezy had proclaimed himself the king of the South. And Pimp C got on the phone on the radio in Atlanta, and one of his points in refuting this kingdom of Young Jeezy's was, how can he be king of the South? I get out the plane in Atlanta. What that motherfucking watch say? It say Eastern time. Atlanta's in the East.
Interesting point.
No real Southern time. Doesn't really.
Hey, whose side are you on here?
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
You know that dancer's name, but that name is pretty lame. He has other titles that he likes to be his claim to fame. So when you write in an email, be sure to start it with a name that really says it all. Let me give you just a little hint. He's the Sultan of the Slit, the captain of the plunge, Hall of Famer of the catcher's mitt, the foreman of the fudge, the people's pussy perpetrator, the inner thigh investigator, the bearded clam shuckinator, and the creamy U-boat navigator. He's Uncle Hotmail, Uncle Hotmail. Uncle Hotmail. He's the dammer of the beaver, the shooter on the knoll, the bikini biscuit reaper, the crasher of the hole, the smasher of the gasher, the spasm chasm pastor, the front door dash dasher, and when it's time for action, there ain't no one that can finish faster. So be sure